Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, shit.
Your hair. Oh, my God.
Hey, guys, welcome back to the Option Select Podcast, the only podcast that promises not to have day one DLC on the disc. 100%.
Remember that? You remember those days?
Yeah.
It's the best days.
They were okay. Yeah.
Mass Effect 2.
If you think about it, they probably were better because now they'll sell you a character pass or battle pass,
yeah.
and just buy it now, and maybe down the road we'll give you something.
Maybe
like.
it'll be good.
Maybe it'll be a map.
Maybe it will be.
Maybe expansion.
Maybe go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll fuck yourself.
I learned that lesson the hard way. I'm done. Donezo with that.
Yeah,
like, don't get me wrong. Like, Guilty Gear recently just had these characters released, and honestly, I'm not interested in any of them. But if they release a character that I am interested in, like Jam or Slayer, yeah, I'd buy that character just like I did with Luke. You know?
Right.
And of course, I bought that using the fight money,
Right.
which
Free monies.
yeah, you just gotta grind it out. But yeah, free money currency. Guys, this is a podcast where me and Ruben get together on Friday nights. We talk about video games, what's going on, topics that we just want to discuss and share. And it's kind of like us just talking to each other, but you guys just happen to get a chance to hop in and hang out.
That is a thing.
For sure. If you guys are returning listeners, I want to say thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate it for episode 142, Jesus Christ. And if you're a brand new listener, I want to say thank you very much, man. It's kind of like hanging out with your boys. We talk, like I say, we'll dip into some video games, and then we'll talk about some other stuff that's going on in our lives, and we just share it. And if you guys like it, cool. If you don't like it, well, we're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you.
Well, there's another one down the road
we'll
for you.
We'll have a conversation about it. It's fine, yeah. But anyways, we start off every episode with how was your week, Ruben? Dime.
Week went pretty good. Work was fine.
That was with the old girl calling you, saying that you were a bad employee or a bad
I was
service provider.
disrespectful and rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
I showed up and then nothing happened. Like it never existed.
You showed up to that count?
All three of them. All three of them.
She was just barking.
Give a fuck. I still showed up. I was like, you're not taking them off me, bro. You're not taking them off me. My boss did meet me out there for all three of them. Just in case. Yeah. Just in case. Everything was fine.
That way she could witness it firsthand.
Yeah. But we went to so Saturday I went to for work. I went to the horse track.
Oh, that's right.
Because we got invited out there. And it was free beer, so I'm not mad at it. It was awkward at first, you know what I mean? Like being around people Co-workers. Outside of work, just kind of hanging out with them for a little while. But it was cool, you know. Everybody was chill and laid
casual
back.
Clothes. You
and
didn't recognize them.
Casual, everybody's super casual. Everybody's drinking free booze, you know, no big deal.
Enjoy.
And then people got a little lit, and it was a good time.
They started ranting and raving,
people getting a little lit, bro.
Talking shit about their manager.
So we got this kid. He's like 27, 28, from College Station or some shit like that. Handsome kid, you know, good looking guy. Goes in there, he's talking all this shit. He's like, yeah, I'm higher than you on the numbers and this and that. I was like, yeah, you are. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You also get everything packed out for you 2 days in advance.
Right.
You don't have to do any shopping.
Right.
Like I have to do. You don't have to walk around. I was like, and when you get above $12,000 route, come holla at your boy.
Right.
And he's like, what are you running?
Right.
I was like, 30 grand. He's like, what?
And let's see how long you keep that up too.
Yeah. How long can you keep it up? I've been doing it for 7 years, bro.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready for a big boy route, you come on.
Yeah.
But we're just talking shit back and forth, you know. So he's a young up and comer, and he's
down.
He likes to talk a lot of shit. And I was like, yeah, you're higher. Yeah, you are. But you get packed out before I do. 2 days, matter of fact. And you got a little baby ass route. So shut the fuck up.
Easy monies.
Come on over here to the big boy league in Houston, Texas before you come talking that shit. No, but he's a good guy. First time I ever met him.
Never met him.
Never met him. No B. No, he's a good guy. You know, fun. But like towards the end of the night, bro, he was lit, and I mean lit, bro. He'd been lit up, bro. And it's like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Damn. What time did you get there?
I got there at like 6. He got there at like 7. You know,
straight drinking.
And then he started drinking. He's with his brother-in-law, right? He's with his brother-in-law. And I'm sitting around, I'm talking with everybody. I'm at the table. I'm talking to my bosses. I'm talking to my general manager, my new service manager, my old service manager. We're just sitting around bullshitting, talking, whatever. And having a good old time. And then like towards the end of the night, it's like, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. It's
Uber.
It's 10:15. I'm going to head to the house. So I go to the restroom beforehand. And homeboy's in there. Homeboy's like, yo, I'm a fuck.
He didn't make it awkward, did he?
He made it real awkward. He goes, I'm going to fuck the service manager, or I'm gonna fuck your DM. Either one. And I'm like, bro, that's all you, bro. Like, that is all you. And so I asked my DM about it.
And then DM comes out the restroom, the next stall. What the fuck was that about?
No, my DM's a female. But like, I asked her on Monday, I said, so how did it go? How did it go with homeboy or whatever? And she goes, oh, he was throwing up outside the gates. Like, he was fucking ripped.
Good job, Junior.
And I never told her the story about it, but it fucking cracked me up. Cause yeah, man, he's like 25 and they're like 40 plus. You know?
Don't get me wrong. I was 25. I did stupid shit. So I mean, full disclosure, I've done stupid shit at 25.
He was doing some stupid shit, bro. He was lit up, but also like, why would you wanna? Where you work? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And also, your brother-in-law is in the same area, right? Like, he's around. What are you doing here, right?
Machismo. Whatever. It is.
Whatever. It was a fun story. But yeah, Monday through Thursday went down without a hitch, dude. No problems. It was a little cold, a little rainy yesterday.
Yeah, when did it start? Wednesday night? Thursday night?
Thursday morning, yeah.
Yeah, that rain just came.
It was all right. Ugh. You know, it was all right. And it was all right. But yeah, Saturday was cool. Hung out with some coworkers, got a little lit. Nothing crazy. Just watched some. First time I ever seen horse races, though.
Started gambling?
No,
You're not much of a gambler, though, are you?
I didn't gamble at all.
You're not much of a
My
gambler,
boss
though.
tried to hand me $20. I was like, bitch, I don't need your.
You should be like, thanks. Just pocket it.
I don't need your $20.
Pocket it.
I don't want
Just pocket it. Be like,
I don't want your money. I don't want his money. Like, I'd rather get paid like regular. It's like, I don't need your money, bro. I'm good. Just step over there. Go get somebody else the money. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But you're not into gambling, though, are you?
Nah, not at all.
Not even
scratch offs,
slots or scratches off or pick 'em.
Nah. Why?
Same here.
Why?
I work too hard for my money.
Yeah,
I know. I have
that's
some
like going to a
coworkers.
strip. It's like going to a strip club. Like,
I have so many coworkers that just every Monday morning after the games they do their pick'ems.
Oh yeah.
And they're just exchanging money.
Nah.
I was like,
I don't got time for that.
Nah, I'm good. You want in this season? I'm like, nah.
I'd rather go.
Okay.
I'd rather go do anything else with my money.
Yeah, I work too hard for it.
I was like, I'd rather go do anything else.
If I ever go to a casino, maybe I'll just like set aside, $50, $75.
Yeah,
just for the experience. For the experience. Yeah. Okay, cool. I did it. Okay, done. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just not me. It's not you. It's not who I am. No. I mean, meh. I don't buy loot boxes either. So what does that say? That's right.
100%. Yeah.
So what does that say?
I do games of skill, not chance.
So yeah, work was fine, man. It was chill. I went to those accounts that kicked me out last week, and lo and behold, nothing. Not a fucking word. Not a fucking word. So everything's fine. We're gonna keep on keeping on.
Good.
Like Death Stranding style.
Keep on keeping on.
So yeah, that was work. I'm glad I did not work today because it was fucking cold.
Super cold, bro.
So cold,
bro. I went to work and I had like just a quarter, like a third of my regular stops, and supervisor's like, okay, we're all gonna be, since we're all light today, we're all coming in Saturday. I'm like,
what? Sorry, what?
Yeah. To make up, Saturday we're gonna be super slammed. Like,
okay. Are we?
Yeah. And I went to my other coworkers. I'm like, no one's going in. No, we're all contracted to work Monday through Friday.
Yeah, we don't have to come in on Saturday. Fuck yourself.
Saturday. Unless you want the overtime. Like,
nah.
So I was like, no.
Hey.
Yeah.
No.
So I clocked out at like 5:30. Yeah.
That
like
Bugs Bunny meme? No.
Yeah. I clocked out at 5 o'clock. Chunk of deuce. I'm out.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah. Monday might suck, but I don't care. It's gonna suck for everybody.
Yeah, fuck it.
I won't be the only one. Yeah, I won't be the only one miserable.
Yeah, it's all right. It'll be great. It's Monday. Don't think about Monday right now. It's fucking Friday.
For sure.
As far as like gaming goes, I did a lot of Monster Hunter Rise this week.
Yeah, I saw that picture with Akuma.
Yeah, I didn't know that was in the game.
And Rush.
So I had there's a bunch of little side content like events and stuff, and so like one of them was for Sonic, another one was for Rush. And Sonic and Tails, by the way, and another one was for Akuma. So I did enough to get the resources to craft everything, and I made all the outfits, and then like I went back to the title screen, and I logged in, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. So I took a picture of it and I sent it to you.
All the crossovers.
And I was like, so what game am I playing right now?
All of them.
So what's funny is whenever you play as Akuma in Monster Hunter, you have no weapons anymore. he still hits. It looks like he's hitting with his fists and stuff, but he has no weapons in his hand. So the weapons go away. So you got to kind of know your distance and spacing and stuff like that. And whenever you do your special wire skills or whatever, like it'll do a pop up, and he does like a down fist instead of like a shield bash down or whatever with sword and board. And then whenever you do the it's like a little spinny attack. He does it. Tetsu, yeah.
Nice.
So and it actually does it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking
Does
cool.
it show like any of like his critical arts or his super where he does like a Raging Demon or a Mountain Crusher or?
I'd have to see with like other weapon types, but as of right now, I've only played with one.
Okay.
Whenever you boost on the dog, he gets the little jets on the side, and like you start flying around. It's kind of cool,
like a Mega Man, like when he teleports and then changes.
And then when Sonic is chasing you, your cat, he turns into a ball and starts rolling after
down
you.
B?
Yeah, he starts rolling after
down
you.
B, right?
I was like, oh man, that's so cool, dude.
That's
it's
legit.
So cool to see. But it's like, what game am I actually playing right now? Am I playing Monster Hunter, or am I playing this weird twisted thing of like all these other games?
Well, I'm glad Capcom has like a sense of humor to do crossover and just have fun, you know. Check out.
So like as of this point, like today, I think I've got like 55 hours in Rise since I started it. But yeah, man, I'm having a good time with the game. I'm pretty close to being done with the campaign, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't know.
But then it's like the in-game content, right? Finding
No, I'm in the in-game. I just need to get the last monster done, basically.
Okay.
So I'm working my way up to that, but I have to be hunter level 100, and I'm hunter level like 72 at the moment. So I'm just doing random missions.
Are they going to release like battle passes, character passes, season passes, or something like that?
Pretty sure like there's some DLC coming
just
out.
DLCs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to complete the game so I can move on to other things. I played a little bit of Pokemon this week as well.
What's your initial impressions?
It's okay. It isn't. It's better than the past Pokemon games.
Sword and Shield.
Better than Sword and Shield. It's better than Let's Go Pikachu. It's a little bit of a learning curve, a little bit different. But I'm enjoying it so far. I like the things that they did change in like the battle system and like catching Pokemon and stuff like that. That's a little bit more fun. But like, I wish the world wasn't so empty, I suppose. It feels a little empty. Like even if I was to like catch all this one type of Pokemon that's hanging out in this one area, then like you know, like you could just walk around in the grass before, and then like something will pop up and attack you or whatever, and you get into a battle. But this one's like, oh, you got to sneak around for this one, or you gotta throw a berry to distract it for this one, and then you got to do this for that. Like, oh, fuck, like it's too much to remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, it convoluted it a little bit more than what it needed to be, but also at the same time, like once you do figure out how to catch them or fight them or whatever, or to get rid of them in general, then like they don't really respawn, so they're just like gone.
Unless you go back and like I guess
like go back to camp and then like reset the day, and it's like, like I don't want to do all that. Like it's a little bit extra steps here. Like I'm just used to walking around in the tall grass and just getting some Pokemon, right?
But it's definitely a different direction compared to Sword and Shield and previous.
It's definitely a step in the right direction.
The right direction, yeah.
And hopefully, that they continue this mode. It's their first shot at trying something like this, so I'm not mad at them for giving it a shot. But it's just, to me, it's just not right where it needs to be just yet. Like I feel like, you know, if you give it like 3 or 4 more games, I think they'll figure out, you know, what it is that the game needs to be. But also, like, they're kind of limited to the hardware at the same time, right? They're not releasing this on other consoles. They're not releasing it on PC or anything like that. So the hardware limitations are there, and you can definitely tell, especially with like the open world areas and stuff like that. But I've only got like 4 or 5 hours into it so far. But I'm gonna see through it. I'm gonna see it through to the end and get it done. But so far, I'm not mad at it. I'm just not overly happy with it either, if that makes any sense. It's fine. It's fine enough to play and to enjoy this new experience. But like let me put it to you like this. Like I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise over that one. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather play Monster Hunter Rise over that one. So and then before you showed up, I was playing a little bit of Halo Infinite.
That dude was beating the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah, I spawned in. I don't know who it is, but I spawned into a fucking boss room with the wrong weapons, and that was not the best choice. I might need to restart that mission. I am playing on legendary difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty.
I hear it makes it Souls-like.
Nah, the bosses for sure. The bosses they have like a shield and like a health bar, and they get a little tough. But I think I could beat them if I could just figure out what it is that I need to go and grab and all that other stuff. So, yeah, like I'm liking being back into Halo. I'm playing on my Series X on that one, and it's fucking flawless on that TV, dude. It's absolutely amazing. Like, holy shit! Like,
The Xbox got power.
Full 120 FPS at 4K, like no problems at all.
Just pushing right through.
And then the sound with the Dolby Atmos soundbar, the vision with the Dolby Vision TV, it sounds great. Oh, I'm in love. It's so fucking good. And I was playing Forza before that.
Forza.
I was like waiting for this the campaign to download for Halo, so I was just driving around in Forza Horizon 5, and man, dude,
I was talking to
very
Kevin.
pretty.
He's been playing it. I'm like, what car you got? And before he like typed in, I was like, let me guess. You got the Toyota Supra already? And the Nissan Skyline. He's like, yes, I already got those.
Yes, I got those already. I was like driving around, and I did some accomplishment, and it was like, Chameleon whatever did this, and I was like, oh, he's been playing. Oh, look at that. I'm so proud of him.
Nice.
Playing some next gen games, that Game Pass. Hopefully he's enjoying it. I haven't really talked to him yet, but I need to get with him. But
tomorrow for the fights.
I think it's the 12th.
Are you sure?
Dude. I think it's the 12th.
Chat, look it up for us, please.
I
Next UFC.
I don't think it's
it might
this
be
weekend.
next week. It might be next week.
It might be, but it might not. But I'll look it up here in a second. But other than that, I finished Archive 81.
That's a Netflix one, right?
The Netflix one, yeah.
How was it? Fun?
It was
Dark?
really good and
Serious?
really weird, and the ending kind of left it open for
Interpretation.
the next season, of course, like they normally do.
I think every show has to do that now, unless it's the finale. Because that way, just in case we make another one.
Right. Yeah, the next pay-per-view is the 12th here in Houston.
Okay, next weekend then.
But so yeah, I finished Archive 81. Alice has been watching Superstore, so like whenever we're just kind of hanging out in the living room,
I was watching some of it. Yeah.
just hanging out, watching a little bit of Superstore. We caught up on Gemstones and what's the other ones that we've been watching?
I tried watching Righteous Gemstones, and Mikhail's like, "Oh, is Danny McBride in here?"
Oh, she doesn't like Danny.
She does not like Danny McBride. She doesn't like the characters that he always plays.
What?
And granted, they're almost the same character.
It's him. It's him playing himself.
It's almost
every
all the same
time.
character.
It's like Jason Statham playing Jason Statham in the Jason Statham movie. Jason Statham plays the exact same character.
I did
always.
like him in what's the Guy Ritchie movie? Oh, fucking Dags.
Snatch.
Snatch. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. But yeah, we watched Gemstones, Peacemaker. Oh yeah.
Well, I've seen up to last
week's episode.
I'm so thrown off at the fact that they do like these Wednesday releases and Thursday releases. I'm so used to everything. I'm fine with it, but I'm so used to them being like Sundays, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, Euphoria, Righteous Gemstones, and Peacemaker. And oh my God,
Needy.
Are you serious?
Needy weedy.
Are you serious? Mommy can't play with you?
Needy weedy bum bum.
Come on.
Damn.
There you go. Sit down. Anyway. So we watched those shows and like caught up on all that stuff, and everything's been fun time. She's off today and she's off tomorrow.
Yo.
So we were planning to go to some kind of like food court. I was supposed to get a haircut today, first of all. That fell through. I didn't want to drive. I didn't know what the roads were like. An hour.
For a haircut?
Yeah, my boy does it, dude. I don't trust anybody else. Last time I trusted somebody else,
yeah, you look like cancer.
I had cancer.
Yeah.
So now I have this, but
make sure they speak English.
They did.
Oh.
He's a black guy. Doesn't know how to do a black guy who doesn't know how to do an edge up. Oh my God,
that's a crime.
Just fucking line me
it's
up.
A fucking crime.
Just line me up where it's at already. Don't fuck it up.
It's a crime.
And I'm still salty about that shit. But now I got
saltiest.
these luxurious ass locks, bro. I'm just saying. Fuck yeah. But I wanted to cut about 4 inches off of it.
Okay.
I wanted to get it to the shoulders. No, you can't. No. Judging by your haircut, I don't want you cutting anybody else's hair.
Cut my own hair.
Yeah, hope not.
And it shows.
You definitely pay for that, and it's sad.
I love it.
I know. But yeah, so I was supposed to get a haircut today, and I was supposed to go pick up that gym equipment, but it was just like,
Oh yeah,
it's too fucking cold, and I was like, I'll do it some
it's
other
definitely too
time.
fucking cold. Tomorrow should be
it's
better. I
too-
mean, it'll still be cold, but it'll be sunny at least.
Yeah, but fucking Copeland's gonna bitch out, and we'll
Bitch
just
out
do it.
about
We'll
what?
just, yeah.
Or you let the boys keep
He
it,
wanted to do it today, and I was just like,
or
he
let
called-
the boys keep it.
First of all, he calls me at 8:00 in the morning on my day off.
Standard.
Fucking Copeland practice.
Yeah.
First of all, bro, I'm trying to relax and
He's like, yeah,
rest
I'm on my
up.
way. It's like,
a
bro,
little-
it's 8:30.
Oh, why are you calling me at 8:00 in the
Yeah.
morning? Luckily, I had my phone on silent. Luckily, I didn't
Smart.
notice it until I opened it up, and then I called
Smart.
him back. And he's like, the roses didn't freeze over. You still want to do this? And I was like, no, I canceled all my plans today.
All of them.
Except for the podcast, which is the most important. But I canceled all the
I
plans.
like how you just chilled there like that.
all the plans. All the plans.
All the plans.
Except for the one thing. So yeah, me and Alice got ramen today. We had Whataburger for breakfast. Good times. Nice chill.
What'd you get?
Nice chill week. Ramen?
No. What kind of burger? Sweet and
Breakfast
spicy?
on the
I like the
bun.
sweet and spicy.
Breakfast on the bun.
Breakfast bun go hard.
Sausage. With some
Sausage go hard.
picante sauce and some spicy
Good stuff.
ketchup.
It's good stuff. Spicy guys are
Good
ridiculous.
times.
I love that sugar sauce.
It's so good.
It is.
But yeah, I didn't really do too much, man. Nothing crazy for tomorrow. I don't know what me and Alice have planned, but definitely hanging out, doing some stuff, probably
said
catch
food
up on
court
more
stuff?
shows. Yeah, we wanted to today, but we ended up
Oh,
not
okay.
going.
Okay, I
We
thought-
canceled plans.
It's too cold. Gray.
There's something in downtown. It's like some kind of underground food court. Choose.
Ah, yeah. I've been there before. It's nice. They got a whole bunch of different stuff. A couple of them have like some craft beers. It's so like so pretty cool. Yeah.
Because we went to one in New Mexico called the Sawmill, and it basically had it was like this giant warehouse that had like 15 different
Microbrewery or something?
breweries and food places
Handcrafted
and
foods?
dessert
Or desert.
or desert. It's in the desert.
It's in the desert.
It's in the desert. Desserts and coffee and all kinds of chocolate and all kinds of crazy stuff.
I wish I could like coffee.
But yeah, she found those and she wanted to go, but it was it's a little too cold to be going around driving, walking around and shit. So I mean that's about it, man. That's my week. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty chill. How about you, Papa? I was other than having to work tomorrow.
I'm not.
You're definitely going in.
No, I'm not. I am outside. No, work was fine. Wednesday was busy AF. It was heavy, but
yeah.
they got this old timer there that just doesn't want to leave. And so what he does to like save payroll is cuts out routes and sends all the rookies homes. So it just piles up more work for us. It's like, dude, there's literally rookies going home. Put them to work. You take 20 stops of each driver from this circuit, fills out a route, and gives them work and takes the load off of us. No, it doesn't do that. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine. So work was a little busy a couple of days, but today was super light because everything just wasn't able to come in. Minus, airports were shut down, roads were shut down, coming in. So like, okay, it's fine. But you're coming in Saturday, right? Nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. I played some. I started playing last Saturday. I started playing and streaming Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I've been enjoying it. It's a fun action adventure game.
Souls-like.
Say
it.
Nope.
Say it.
I'm not calling it Souls-like. I'm not calling it Metroidvania-like because
First of all, it's Souls-like.
No.
You have to kill things to get.
If you want to call it that, it is at the thinnest way possible you could call it. You could say it's Souls-like, but it's very shallow. It's a very shallow and it's in very minimal aspects. Like
shallow Souls-like.
So like what makes it a Souls-like? Honestly, your opinion.
The bonfires for sure. The fact that you have to parry and do everything in a certain amount of window time, depending on your difficulty. It does have a difficulty setting, which is weird. But it's like a mix between Dark Souls and Sekiro together because it has the abilities and Metroidvania at the same time because it has like the abilities and the skill trees and all that other bullshit that goes along with it. So yeah, it's a little mix of everything in there, and I dig that game. It's a really good game. It's a fucking great game.
To me, the strengths are the exploration. I think the exploration, they nailed it. I love going somewhere and going deeper and deeper, and then like the path forks and you go one way and then you go and then it starts forking again. I'm like.
Yeah.
And I like going around finding the secrets, extending your life, or getting the collectibles, or finding ponchos, or skins for BD8. And I love BD8. He's like a little best friend.
Your little heal bot. That's your Estus flask, right?
Yeah. I like him a lot. So I think what they nail really well in that game is a sense of exploration. I love it.
Yes,
I love going around corners and seeing.
And the environments are really nice.
And the environments are nice. Yeah, I'm at not the very first planet, but the one was it Zephyr?
The ice planet.
I think it's kind of icy and we start going around. I think I wrapped up on the story mode, whatever they want me to go do there, and now I'm in Kashyyyk where the Wookiees are.
Yep.
And it's kind of like it's kind of a forest, and I'm doing some underwater navigation. I'm like, fuck, because I was playing it, and my friend Lion Soul came in chat. He's like, hey, you do any of the underwater stuff? I'm like, because I was just kind of just swimming to the top. I'm like,
come again?
There's underwater stuff? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh. Because, you were just swimming to the top. And I was like, okay, at least when you hit B, like, he goes and goes. So it kind of just travels. It's not like some games where you get in the water and...
Right.
It's like, oh.
Oh, you mean Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh, hurry up. Do something. And then when he told me, like, there's underwater stuff, I'm like...
Oh, no.
I never played a game that had good underwater.
No.
Name me one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES.
Oh god,
it's so bad.
It was so bad. You get stuck on the electric vines and shit underwater.
That's my least favorite.
The worst, Papa. The worst. And then
I would say Super Mario 64 was okay, and then Galaxy had some. Not Galaxy. Odyssey had some good stuff. Some of the Super Mario underwater stuff is kind of fun.
Yeah. Odyssey wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. But like, it's hard when it comes to and like I said. Take this with your grain of salt. I'm not a video game developer, for sure. But when it comes to underwater stuff, like, that's just like, oh, fuck. And ice stages. Games that have ice stages. Because, like, oh, let me guess. I'm going to, like, take forever to get traction. And then when I get moving, I'm probably going to slide off a freaking platform, right?
Take your time, yeah.
Sure enough, that happens at a lot of ice games. Or ice stages. Here we go. Great.
What I don't like is the lava stages. I don't like lava stages.
Lava, yeah, I guess.
I like the floor is lava type shit.
That to me, the way I circumvent that or navigate around that is like it becomes a platformer at that point.
Right.
So yeah, swap lava for spikes.
If the game isn't a platformer and then it becomes a lava stage, I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Fair enough. But yeah, like I said, I don't. I could see some Souls elements, but it's like I said, I think it's very shallow. I mean, yeah, you have bonfires, but you can't teleport through them, or at least not yet.
Yeah,
you can't later on. I guess you find an ability. Okay, maybe later on you find an ability and you go like choose which ones you want to go to or something. As for the choosing your difficulty, okay, that's fine, no problem. I got it at Jedi Master, not the beginning one, but the second one
where everything's even, right?
Yeah, everything's just even across the board. It's good balance, like I said.
The way the game was meant to be played.
Yeah, because I read the description. I was like, okay, cool. And I'll admit it, I have died sometimes, but it's not to the point where it's difficult. It's just because I'm going in there playing it like a Souls game. Like I go in there playing it like either Demon Souls or Sekiro, where with Sekiro there is no blocking, there is parrying, and you have to parry. And the thing is, this game is a lot more forgiving on parry. Yes, you get rewarded with parry because you'll riposte with more damage. Mm-hmm. But on this one, if you just hold LB, you're going to be fine because he just holds his lightsaber up, and even if they're attacking from different directions, he's always going to block it. Yeah. And that's when you have to worry about your stamina bar.
Yep.
In the typical Demon Souls game, you swing, your stamina's going to be depleted. And of course, that's not in Sekiro. In Sekiro, you can swing your hearts away as much as you want.
Does it go down whenever you're swinging the lightsaber?
No. It only goes down when you're blocking.
And you know what? I think that's a good conscious decision because how much does the lightsaber actually weigh? Think about that.
The weight has to be just the hilt, right?
It has to be the hilt.
Right.
Which is what, 2 pounds?
Yeah. Does the light have any weight?
Light has no weight? I mean, it does, but does it really?
Yeah.
Is it significant enough?
Exactly. So, I mean, but anyways, but like I said,
I'm saying.
It's like, and you're right. I don't want this game to be a Souls game. I like what it is. It's an action adventure game, and it's great.
I didn't say Souls game. Souls-like.
Souls-like, whatever. And same with Metroidvania-like-esque. I ranted about this also. Go ahead.
No, it's because Hollow Knight is a Souls-like game. It is.
No, 100%. That's I mean, I got the same vibes when I was playing Symphony of the Night. It's almost, if you think about it, it's almost Souls game because save points are so far in between that there's sometimes you die and you lost your exploration, your currency, your level, and you go right back.
What would you call Blasphemous?
Blasphemous. That's a platformer for sure. It's heavy on the platforming.
It's got that.
And there's some. I mean, you could say there's some Souls like
Right.
There's Souls like
So
aspects, but there's not. Like I said, it's nothing that you could say it's deep. And I say Souls like because it's a lack for a better terms. I think there's better words. I just can't think of them right now.
Because there's Souls games, right? Like Mortal Shell or Dark Souls or Demon Souls or Bloodborne.
Well, for sure, From Software games that we know.
Those are Souls games.
Those are 100% Souls games. Yeah.
And that Mortal Shell's not one of those, but that's a fucking Souls game through and through.
It definitely leans into it heavier than other Souls games. And I'm not making it a not. And like I said, I'm not a Souls connoisseur. I'm not gonna say no, this isn't Souls enough, but it's just my opinion. And like I said, like I like Mortal Shells, and I'm not gonna be a gatekeeper, but I do like Mortal Shells. It does lean into it 100, heavily into it. But if you say gun to your head, this is a Souls game, like 100%, like it dips into it. I want to say
it dips. Yeah. It dips harder than the other ones.
And don't get me wrong, there's a reason why other games are imitating the best form of flattery, because they know there's a demand for these difficult games. It might be niche, but people are out there and enjoying it, and that's fine. And like I said, I just wouldn't describe Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. My first way to describe it would not be Souls-like. I'd say action adventure. I think that's its strengths.
Right,
100%. Like I said, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. It feels good just having these abilities, and just I like doing the one where you freaking dash up to them. And you hold Y, and you just chop, and it comes back down, chop. Like, oh, that feels so good. I like that move a lot. And when you get the Jedi saber throw.
The saber throws, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you fucking around with the one lightsaber, two lightsabers?
Right now it's just one.
Dual?
That's all I got. I just got his one.
Okay.
So, I mean, I did look at his lightsaber. I see that it's chopped in half somewhere. So I was like, okay.
It gets interesting.
Yeah. But I'm having fun. I did play a little bit of Persona 5 Strikers. I did that. What was it, like Tuesday night?
Did you finish it?
No, because I've been playing a lot of Fallen Order.
Okay.
Because I'll play Fallen Order up till like 10:30, 10:40. So by the time I'm done, that's my time for get in bed and relax and turn off the screens. And because if I go back into start looking at more blue light, so I don't think that's the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, but I do plan on going to some Persona. But yeah, for tomorrow's stream, back to Fallen Order. Dude, it was fun. I was in there. I was playing it last night. Had like 7 people, and they're just goofing off.
Yeah.
Chit chatting. I had a blast. Game. Yeah, people were just getting in there, and we're all goofing off and chatting. And I was like, oh, I wanted to talk about. Can we talk about Boba real quick?
Sure.
Can we talk about episode 5?
Depends. But
guys, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Fast forward like 5 minutes, okay?
Hold on a second.
I'm talking about episode 5.
Because if we start talking about episode 5, I'm gonna walk out. So
you haven't seen episode 5?
I don't recall. Let me look. Let me look first, dude. I can't recall.
It shows the best bounty hunter, the better bounty hunter, the cooler bounty hunter.
No, I have not seen 5 or 6. We got 2 episodes to watch tomorrow, babe.
What's the last one you saw?
4.
That's the one when he was just walking around and
Was that 4?
When he was just walking around recruiting Kurstan or whatever.
I did not want to watch the episode right now. Fuck.
Excuse me.
I was looking for more Kobe.
Cool.
No, I was looking for like a description of the episode. Partners
All right,
with Fennec. An unexpected ally emerges, but no, I don't recognize this person. So no, I have not seen.
Okay.
I haven't seen last week's episode. Apparently.
Okay.
I'm behind.
So you haven't seen this week's or last week's?
Sure.
Okay. I won't say shit.
So we'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week, guys. Because I think that episode was,
good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It kind of like. It kind of makes me want to watch, like I'm not gonna watch the show. I'm gonna watch the show regardless. But it kind of like, yeah, man, I like this.
Okay.
Watch some Peacemaker. Funny as shit. Cracks me up.
Think about the Batman comment.
That was
or a Superman comment.
No,
Superman guy. He likes getting shit. He likes getting
the old
shit
Schliedenschnuber or Schliedenschnuber. Yeah, I was like, and the Batman comment too. You think Batman? You would put the Joker away? He wouldn't be killing people. He should have killed the motherfucker to begin with. Like, he ain't lying.
What did you think about? Oh, the last one I saw was.
So I haven't seen this week.
Maybe
the last one I saw is
put on the X-ray vision.
Yes, that's the last one I saw.
Okay, that's the last one I saw too. What did you think about that?
I enjoyed it.
It was about to happen sometime.
Yeah,
right?
I enjoyed it. It was good. I mean, it's fun. It's a good show to laugh.
Great show.
Yeah, and I love that they're doing this direction where they're going with a like a rated R setting.
Mhm.
If it was a movie, it would be rated R for sure.
Right.
And they're doing it with these side characters, and they don't mind, being a little bit offensive and funny at the same time.
I like it.
I love it.
James Gunn, on
Like-
point.
like-
I like the fact that he got canceled and is still coming out with offensive shit,
Like took
But-
off the Disney filter.
but just to make it funny at the same time. Like, I'm not
like,
mad at it
this
at all.
This is, in my opinion, Disney, do something. You have so many characters that are C roster characters. Do something. I know they have to have an image to be family friendly.
Blade.
But I mean, there's so many characters. Go hard, go edgy.
Blade
Maybe
is-
not even radar. Maybe just a little bit, just darker and deeper.
Blade is literally a fucking rated R character, hands down. Rated R character. Let's go. Let's go with some Blade.
I'm just saying. I mean, I would like to see that direction, but of course that's just me.
I want to see what they do with the Wolverine video game. That Wolverine is not a fucking PG character at all, dude. Stabbing motherfuckers.
I like Wolverine. He's actually been one of my favorites.
He's one of my
Just because
favorites.
he's just fucking brute, savage, man. He's in your face,
Yeah, he's like fucking Joe Rogan height. He's like 5'3".
little Canadian. Yeah.
Who else
So,
is in there?
and trying to get back into watching Raised by Wolves season 2.
Oh,
But-
that started this week,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So we've been like watching it like while we're eating dinner, and like
I haven't seen the first
that
season.
first season, 100%, I enjoyed it, but the storyline was so complex and twists and turns that after a year off, trying to get back into it is like me and Mikhail are like,
Do I need to rewatch the first season again?
I would say so, or go to YouTube.
No, I haven't seen it, but you were asking
I would
yourself
say, yeah,
that,
I would say what we're gonna have to do is go to YouTube season 1 recap just to get the pointers, like what happened with Paul and Campion, and
That's how I felt about Westworld. That's why I
Yeah.
haven't gone back to it to finish
yeah,
it up.
but I mean, yeah, one of the main characters, I think they're doing such a good job with him. Like he's playing all these characters at once. It's fun, but yeah, that's back, and I'm excited to watch it again. And what else? Sticking with the diet, with the carnivore, not too bad. I've been dropping like a pound a day.
That's not bad.
I woke up at 168.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Can't wait.
Can't wait for what? What are you trying to get down to again?
163ish, 160 around there.
Oh, you'll drop that.
So I'm trying to get down to there and then slowly reintroduce, like, all right, let's bring it back. Let's bring in the fruits. Then let's bring back the vegetables. And then like we'll see how I could control, keep the body weight.
How do you feel on it, by the way?
I feel okay. At first I
Any
thought
different from your other diet?
I feel fine. I don't feel anything different. I don't feel like I'm lacking energy. I mean, there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, I want something sweet, but like I have a couple of teaspoonfuls of yogurt. It's not the sweetest thing, but it's something. It's sweet-esque enough that won't break, out of the. And like I said, I'm not doing a hardcore carnivore. It's not like 100% just bacon, steaks, and eggs. No. I have a little bit of cheeses here. Have some yogurt here.
Well,
stuff
cheese
like that.
is still a animal product.
But I'm saying like in the literal form of just 100% strict.
Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I never did that.
Mine's a little bit more the animal based, where you could bring in.
I
some
did
of the
all
yogurts.
animal based, so it was
Yeah.
it was cheese, eggs, steaks, pork,
Yeah,
chicken,
yeah. Like I said-
bacon, shit
Like
like
I said,
that.
I'm just saying it's not 100% carnivore. Like just
Two
meat.
ribeyes every day.
Yeah, it's not just. I'm mixing in, some.
You
other
fasting
stuff.
at all? No.
Yeah, I'm still doing the anywhere between 16 and 18 hour fast.
That's not bad.
So yeah, 16. Like there's some days where I need to put something in the tank, and sometimes 18 where I have enough work and I can just focus through and knock it out. It just depends on the day sometimes.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I don't feel like I'm lacking on energy. I've been able to do my kettlebell workouts. I mean, I did one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm sorry, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm gonna do one tomorrow. So I'm feeling fine in that in that aspect. So it's just sticking with it, taking it one day at a time. I really thought it was gonna be the hard part was finding snacks during the day while I'm at work, but some jerky,
Pork rinds.
some homemade beef jerky, some
Jerky ain't gonna do shit for you.
some bacon, some cheese, and some hard-boiled egg. So it's something. I think it's the bacon that's doing the heavy lifting. Got the fat in there.
But jerky has like no fat on it.
I know.
Whatsoever.
I know. It's
That's
just something to put something in the tank. Just hold me
fucking
over.
Pork rinds. It's all fat.
Yeah.
It's fat and protein
Yeah.
basically. And if you get like no, and it's like salt and pepper basically. If you get just regular original pork rinds, you're golden on that.
Yeah.
So I would go with pork rinds.
so far so good. I'm fine. I'm not dying. It just and like I said, this thing can be something I do forever. Just think I want to reset and then start slowly building, and then we'll take it from there. If it
Yeah.
works out, it works out. If not, hey, go back to the
I
drawing
think
board.
it'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Star Wars, a little bit of Persona. Are you hyped for Forbidden West?
Yeah.
It's literally around the corner.
I saw my friend playing Dying Light last night. That was kind of fun.
That came out.
It
You
came
on
out
that
this
one?
week. I wanted to get on it, but like the more and more I watch the reviews, they're like, hold off on it a little bit because there's a lot of glitches and like falling through the world and sound glitches where like the dialogue doesn't work and shit like that. And I'm just kind of like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Like it'll come down to like $5-10 like the last Dying Light was, and then I'll pick it up and play it then. But the last one was good.
There's nothing you're in a rush to get for,
No,
right? Especially with your backlog and what's coming out around the corner.
No, I've got a complete Monster Hunter. I got to do
Halo.
30 levels in that. I got to complete Halo. I got to complete Pokemon. I got to complete God of War twice. I'm gonna restart and go through normal and then go through.
Then work your way up.
And then work my way up.
Yeah.
At least twice, if not 3 times. I still have to complete Ghost of Tsushima on the
DLC. No, you get the DLC.
No, I did the DLC, but I just want to complete it on PS5 because I paid for the $10 upgrade or whatever it is.
You want to see everything?
Yeah, I want to complete that and get the platinum on that. Because my goal this year was to like do more platinum and more like completion trophies. But when I started off the year playing 5 Dark Souls games,
Right out the gate, yeah, you did.
it's like nothing compares to those games to me right now. Like I'm playing Monster Hunter and it's like pretty close.
It's fun. You're at the edge of the seat, like fuck.
But it's not Demon Souls.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up too with Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order is one thing I do love about From Software games is the atmosphere. I've never had a game recently and that I could think of that puts me in that kind of atmosphere, that thought, that surroundings where it just feels threatening, where I don't feel safe at all.
Right.
You know, when I'm playing Fallen Order, stormtroopers.
They're gonna.
Sometimes you'll see a Jedi Inquisitor or the Jedi Hunters.
Yeah.
The dark armor ones.
Yeah.
But they're not like scary. You know what I'm talking about? It's when I'm playing Demon Souls, I'm like, okay, shields up, watch around the corner. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, that sense of fuck.
Yeah.
In Fallen Order, it's just like
you're badass.
Yeah.
You're an untrained badass, but you're badass.
Yeah, I just ping, ping, ping. And I do like how the stormtroopers like, oh no, I'm all alone. Let's get them. You Jedi scum.
I like how they
just
back
talk
to
shit.
you.
Yeah. Like I don't feel threatened in Fallen Order. And like I said, it's not a big deal, but that's another thing from, you know.
Yeah, From Software games do apply that to you.
Yeah, the atmosphere alone.
Yeah, so Monster Hunter has given me a little bit of that challenge. Even with multiplayer and all that stuff happening, like you can get one shot. You will get sent back to the camp, to the hub, and yeah, it's a fun game to play. And it took me a while to master the weapon set that I'm mastering right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, and I wouldn't even say that I'm a master. I'm kind of like an apprentice / you know, I would say I'm a
novice.
fucking blue belt.
You're a novice.
I'm like a blue belt right now. You got
a little experience.
I'm a little blue belt right now, but it's fun.
What's
I'm having
blue
a
belt?
good time.
The one after white?
No, it's white, and I can't remember the white, yellow.
Does it matter which discipline? Does it matter which
blue,
discipline?
Blue, purple.
Is it the same as Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu and Karate?
It does matter. But there's more belts for some than the others. But
and then degrees.
Yeah, and then you get the degrees on top of that. So I'm not quite a black belt yet with this weapon, but I'm working my way up to it. It's fun. It's a fun game.
Good.
And it gets me in that same kind of mindset. Like, I gotta attack here, and it's safe, and I see what he's doing. I'm gonna back up a little bit. You know,
cancel your attack string. Get back.
Yeah, back. Get out of there. Bail, and then go back in and do it again. So it gives me the same sense, but at the same time, there's like no real consequence for dying.
Did you decide on what console or platform you're gonna get Elden Ring in?
No.
I
think I'm out on the PC version right now.
I think I might
get both though.
I think I might go PlayStation right at the gate, just because there's nothing on there for me right now. Fair enough. I would like to play something on the PlayStation. I think
I might go that same route, and but at the same time, like I have
but I haven't made my mind up yet.
I have a series. I have a Elite controller for Xbox. Which I like the paddles for those types of games. So I might go Xbox and PC at the same time. Like I might go those. I don't know if there's crossplay at all actually, but I might start off on Xbox for it. To be honest with you, I'm in that boat.
We'll figure it out
right now.
Yeah,
and I feel bad because I bought Jackal the game on.
He'll
PC.
still appreciate it. He'll still play.
He'll still play it by himself.
He'll still
which
play
is,
it.
I know he's gonna do it anyway. Like he was gonna play.
He's still gonna play it.
Single player to start off with anyway. So, I might just end up getting 2 copies. Who knows? Who knows where we're at?
Why not? You like a game that much, so I'd support it.
I mean, what else am I gonna do? Play? I'm gonna play
Forbidden West.
Fucking Witch Queen
Forbidden
on
West?
Destiny. No.
Are you?
No. I was like, what else am I? That was the.
I really thought you'd go back,
No, I'm not going back.
even with the merger or the buyout.
Yeah, so let's go into that.
Dip into that. I think that's pretty much my week. Exercising, eating. That's it.
Okay. So Sony is set to acquire Bungie for $3.6 billion, which is high up there for a game company that only has one game.
For studio. Well, do they have anything else under the belt?
Nope.
Just one?
They only have one game.
Well, I mean, it does have a track record of being a really
The live service game.
Yeah.
That's the only game they got out right now.
Well, that's the only IP, but 2 games, right?
It's 2 games. Destiny 1
2?
and 2. And,
Okay.
Yeah, 1 and 2. 1 isn't supported anymore. 2 is still being supported, but they have a new expansion coming out this month called Witch Queen. It comes out on the 25th, which is the Friday before Elden Ring. They came out with Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach, and that's where their development stopped on that. So that's where the good gunplay of Destiny comes in. But as far as releasing games currently, their only current release is Destiny 2. They do have an expansion, like I said, coming out. And they are in the process of getting purchased by Sony. So $3.6 billion announced this week. And Sony still has $10 billion to play with to buy more developers. So what are your thoughts on the acquisition?
Well, when I first saw it, like I said, I like to read people's comments on it just so I can get a gauge a reaction of what of course it's
Fair
Twitter
enough.
reactions.
Right.
So it's not real. It's made up. It's
not real.
It's a fucking cesspool. We know
Yeah.
that already, 100%. But I like somebody said the comment like, "Oh, this is how Sony responds to Microsoft's purchase of EA." And I'm thinking, you think they really responded with that? You don't think they've been working months, years? I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, to Microsoft's purchase of Activision.
Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard. And then, Sony buying Activision.
Bungie.
No, Bungie. EA.
Bungie.
God damn it.
You're
I'm all confused with the freaking
the mergers.
But the mergers, yeah, or the buyouts. But yeah, they're like, oh, but this is, Sony's now responding to Microsoft's purchase. I'm like, you think they're really responding with that? You don't think they might have been doing these deals like months in advance, maybe even years to get this negotiating? Maybe the time to release information could be a response. But as for like them, I don't think they're. I think Sony's like, oh, you guys doing that? Okay, cool, we'll buy this.
You know what I think is funny is that Bungie was a developer for a while by itself, and then it got purchased by Microsoft, and then they released a bunch of games, and then Microsoft releases Bungie, and then Bungie gets picked up by Blizzard Activision, and then Bungie leaves Blizzard Activision.
Yeah, I think they go through the whole go through the contract and break it just to get out. They wanted their freedoms.
Microsoft bought Blizzard Activision, and then Bungie gets bought out by Sony, which is just this whole kind of
cycle.
like poetic justice cycle that I love. And then they release a statement saying that, everything's going to continue as normal. Like, we're still going to release multi-platform games, which is something that Xbox doesn't really do. They're like, well, it might just be an Xbox exclusive. Who knows? They're not really doing that whole thing. But like, Sony and Bungie had released a statement saying, hey, our games are still going to be multi-platform. Nothing to worry about there. Anything that you buy here is going to be.
Yeah, I remember seeing like Herman Holst, the head developer of the PlayStation, all the development teams. He was tweeting out talking about something along those lines like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, the way I see it is if Bungie continues to becoming Bungie and do their own thing, and Sony doesn't interfere and start putting their fingers in the pie.
Yeah,
I think they'll be just fine.
And Sony they are using, I think, like $1 billion or $1+ billion to keep current roster of people that are like
In the
working
Yeah.
on the team, which is a good thing.
For sure.
They're not trying to oust anybody or get rid of anybody or anything like that. They're just like, hey, we'll pay you to stay. Just like stay and keep making a good game.
Just
and
keep doing, cranking them out.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on keeping on, basically.
Keep on keeping on. Yeah.
I think it's good news for Sony. Sony also put out like some other statement saying that they wanted to release 10 live service games by 2026, which is 4 years away. They wanted to have 10 concurrent live service games working at all times.
Your thoughts on that?
That's fine. It just
Someone likes them, right?
It just depends on if they stick or not. You know what I mean? Like, what other live service game can you name right now off the top of your head other than Destiny 2 Go?
Destiny 2, Fortnite.
Fair enough. It's not owned by anybody besides Epic.
Besides Destiny.
You had Warzone, maybe.
Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's has to be
PUBG.
several there. Has to be several there. It's just not my strong suit for sure.
But these are
Marvel Avengers was that was a game of service.
But there's like two. There's like, so like Destiny is a different type of live service game than Fortnite and what was the other one? PUBG and
The battle royale ones.
They're a little bit different. Destiny's not a battle royale. It's actually a live service game. It's like a legitimate live service game. The only other ones that I could name is Division 2.
Outriders? No, that was never a.
It's not even out. It's not even a live service game.
That fooled me. I thought it was a live service game.
Yeah, those are like the two that I know of right now that are actually like pushing and doing things.
And I'm sure there's other ones that we were probably missing that are just like flying under our radar.
Anthem. Sorry, that was my.
That's been long gone.
Yeah.
That's you're punching down, bro.
I know I'm punching down. I'm punching down a little hard.
Yeah.
Give me your lunch money, bitch. But that's where I'm at on that. Like, I'm fine with it. Like, okay, cool. Maybe Bungie will get them some steps on what to do. Like, but what kind of live service games are we talking about?
They said they want to release 10 of them.
10 by 2026.
Like, I know gaming's huge, massive for sure. Wait, does this give access to mobile game? Does Bungie do any mobile gaming?
No.
Okay. So I said maybe with Bungie, if they did mobile gaming, that could be a nice venue to get into because I know that's massive. Mobile gaming.
But speaking on acquisitions and mobile gaming, Blizzard wants to release Warcraft on mobile.
I think that's what I heard. I think that's what. Yes. Yeah, that's what I saw on.
But I'm glad you brought it up.
And well, I think that's in my opinion. That's what Microsoft wants. They want to get their foothold in the mobile business. In my opinion, that's what they want to get into because that's something they're not strong in or don't have a presence in.
Fair enough. But like also Diablo Immortal was announced like fucking 4 years ago. Still not out yet.
Well, I mean, how much turmoil has it been on there in the game?
How hard is it
to copy paste freaking
exactly? How hard is it to release this game that was already in development by Tencent onto a mobile platform, which they had an alpha and a beta for?
Has to be.
Still hasn't been released yet.
Has to be difficult because it's not out. I don't know.
I think that they didn't want to release the game because they know how much players would actually hated it.
And just get like bombing the Metacritic reviews and shit.
It's gonna bomb on the reviews. It's gonna bomb on the player base. Like I get that.
EA still has a bad stigma. I mean, Activision Blizzard still has a bad stigma following it.
I think that mobile gaming is very popular and
100%.
more popular than it is in the U.S. as compared to like Asia or anywhere else.
I would say
I think they would do well in Asia, but like as far as like here, not so much.
I don't know. I think Asia might be even bigger on mobile gaming.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have the data to prove it.
That's what I'm saying. It is bigger there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It is bigger there, and it's gonna do really well in Asia and maybe Europe, but it won't do so hot here. Which is the whole thing is like when they were like, oh, we're gonna release a mobile Diablo, and what, you guys don't have phones? Comment came out, that type of shit.
Yeah,
people were genuinely upset. Like, why would you release a mobile game instead of actually releasing a brand new Diablo 4 game, which is what we've all been looking forward to? And also, why are you gonna release a Warcraft game, which is a MOBA? Why are you gonna release a MOBA on mobile when you haven't even fixed
mobile?
whenever you haven't even fixed Warcraft 3 remastered or whatever the fuck.
Well, the only way I'm playing devil's advocate here, but the only I could see the point where the fans at BlizzCon in live attendance being mad that they're not getting a actual console or PC game or brand new sequel to Diablo.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why they're getting mad, because these are literally the hardcore fans.
The fans that showed up there.
And they want something more tangible than a mobile game.
But you don't think that's a general like consensus of like
I don't
the
know.
rest of the
I think the people that are there are the hardcore, the hardest of core, and they want certain thing. And if you think about it, how much is it to have, in comparison, a stadium, an auditorium full of people compared to a worldwide?
Fair enough.
You know, like the ones in that auditorium, yes, they're loud because they're hard. And I guess, like I said, this is just my 2 cents. Okay, right. I could be wrong, but they could be there and they're hardcore about it, and they want to see a more tangible, fleshed out Diablo on their PC. Mm-hmm. And when they get the news that it's a mobile, they're disappointed, let down.
Right.
But when the whole world gets it and knows that, hey, I could play something like that on my mobile, I just got to log in and pay. Well, okay, for 99 cents. I think it'll be, I won't say well received, but it'll be like, oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, Diablo. I love playing that game. I'll download it.
Right.
That's just the way I see it. I mean, I think it's just that very loud voice in that auditorium that, you know, really outcried. Well, meanwhile, the world was like, yeah, probably be like, yeah, hopefully, yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm in the camp with everybody that was there. I mean, how many people do you know that play the Elder Scrolls Blade mobile game? None. Okay.
But it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, though.
It does exist. They're there.
Yeah.
But how many people do you know that? None, right? No, none of them are playing that Blade.
Like, I've never been to Mars, but I'm pretty sure it exists.
I mean,
you know what I'm talking about?
Nobody's been to Mars, but let's be real.
Yeah, I've never been to Mars, but I'm pretty sure it exists. So, like, I never played these online games, but someone's playing.
Someone's playing.
Yeah. So, I mean,
yeah. It is what it is. Like, they want to make Warcraft on mobile, but, you know, like I said, Diablo Immortal has not been released as of yet.
And I'm fine with that.
And I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, mobile gaming is not. I have some friends who love mobile gaming. They love to just go on their phone and play and have a good time.
What do you mean play? What's play?
I guess autoplay. I guess type in their credit card information. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if they enjoy it, fine. I mean, to each their own. But the way I see it, this is going to be Microsoft's Trojan horse to get into mobile gaming.
Mobile gaming to me is Steam Deck, is the Nintendo Switch, is a 3DS, is a PS Vita. That's mobile gaming to me. That's mobile gaming because real games came out on these platforms.
100%.
Right? Mobile gaming can be mobile gaming, like with your actual phone, right? But it actually has to be a fucking real game, not a gacha game or fucking press autoplay.
Sure.
That's not a game. Like you're watching a video at that. If you press play,
Papa, you are preaching to the crowd. I agree 100%.
You're watching a video.
100%.
Right.
But business side Rick says,
I get what you're saying.
Yo, I can make this off of mobiles, literally cell phones. I can make these
Everybody's
games.
got a cell phone. Not everybody's got a game console. I get
100%.
it. I get it.
100%. Yeah, but I your definition matches in line with mine. Mobile gaming is something you could get a console and be mobile with it. Like go from your living room to your TV. I mean, to your bedroom, to your friend's house, via Switch, via Steam Deck, via name a portable console.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, this is going to be Microsoft's way of getting into mobile gaming. They'll start off with they'll do the safe bets with anything that's Activision Blizzard,
and Microsoft,
and then from there span.
Microsoft has been mobile gaming for a while. They had
hell, they had their own phones.
They did, and they had a couple of Halo games on there, if I'm not mistaken. They were
that's
like
right.
a couple
didn't they have some Call of Duty cell phone games?
Well, those are by Tencent. They're still out and they're still popular.
But
like okay. Halo actually had like a Halo Wars type game, like a point and click adventure type game. They did exist. They're on Game Pass right now. I don't know what they're called,
but they're there.
But they're there.
So, yeah.
They did exist.
Yeah.
So they've been in the mobile foray for a while, and I'm not saying that.
But is it
I'm not saying that this is Microsoft dictating like, oh, we're gonna put Warcraft on mobile, because I think these decisions were already made before Microsoft was gonna take over Blizzard anyway, because Blizzard announced this and not Microsoft. There's a difference there, because the whole Microsoft Blizzard thing isn't final.
I think it is already. I think it got finalized.
Nope.
No?
Not that I've read.
Okay.
Not that I've read. They're set to
Chat,
buy.
look it up, by the way.
To buy. I'll look it up for you.
Yeah.
But they're set to buy, but hasn't been completed yet.
Yeah. I remember bringing that up. That was a subject. I think you tweeted about the purchase. It's not 100% yet, but I think I read somewhere that it has been finalized. But don't quote me. Boy, I ain't say shit.
14 hours ago. 14 hours ago says Microsoft CEO doesn't see Activision Blizzard acquisition being blocked. So it has not been completed.
Okay, so it's not 100% yet. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so in the works.
What you got?
That's about it.
You don't have anything else? I got more.
I think Phil Spencer got like no, actually I want to go back to the acquisition of Sony getting Bungie.
Oh, it's so good.
And that's why I wanted to talk to. I was hoping Jackal would be in here because you guys have like way deeper run-ins with the game, hours on the games for sure, 100%. I've only played Destiny 2 when it first came out, and I had a blast with it, but it was still, it's a whole different animal compared to when I played it then,
right?
To what it is now. Yeah. So I mean, it didn't stick with me, but I know you guys enjoyed it, and what were those reasons for not really being too happy about the Witch Queen DLC coming out? Because they're going to implement some deals, some microtransactions, or changing some shaders and all that.
No, well, they're doing a bunch of different things. They're doing some good things, some good.
Okay, just to clarify, when did you first hear about these changes coming through?
Witch Queen?
Yeah,
last year, like July, June, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
All the changes were really good. So, they were going to implement, you can reroll weapons, which you've never been able to do. So like weapons that you get that have ship perks, but it's a rare weapon or whatever, you could reroll the perks. On this, yeah. It wasn't int, but you know what I mean? It was like a perk that the weapon had. Like, oh, I don't want grenadier or whatever. I want piercing or whatever, whatever it is. I wanted something different on it. Like now you can reroll them to roll different things or whatever. Okay. That's a good change. They're adding a bunch of new exotics. They're adding new locales. The main issue is that they're taking away things from the game that you've already paid for, right? So I've already paid for Mars. I paid for Venus. I paid for Exo. I paid for Earth. I paid for all these things. I paid for incrementally. So when you say you paid for
Mars, like Mars, the DLC for Mars, the Mars
doesn't matter. DLC comes with whatever it comes with, right? So like it includes a planet. The planet has certain missions on it that belong to a certain DLC or not. Whether or not they do or not, it doesn't matter. The moon doesn't fucking matter what it is. It's a locale that the DLC is included in. You purchase all these things. You paid for it. Like that shit that you were talking about with EA, and you not actually owning your games with
Origin
with the Origin or whatever through Fallen Order, right? It's the same exact thing. Like we purchased these things. They're taking it away from us. Right? You're taking away content from the game that
you paid for.
That we paid for. That's a problem to me.
That's 100% a problem.
I purchased the Ultimate Edition of Destiny 2 after like all the DLCs came out or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the ultimate experience anymore because I can only go to like fucking 4 planets. So I can only do 2 raids. I can only do 2 dungeons, even though multiple raids have been released, right? I mean, you can do more than 2 dungeons and more than 2 raids, but like at the same time, those dungeon and raids, if you do them, you get nothing from them. You don't get anything meaningful.
And the fact that it's the same 2 raids.
You don't get pinnacles from the raids. If you don't do the ones that are actually in rotation, you get nothing from the other ones, right? So they're taking away a bunch of content from the player that they've already purchased.
And how are they justifying this? They
got to make room for the new shit. You gotta make room for the new shit. That's basically it.
So we're going. So
go ahead.
So the way I see it is, we're gonna take all the stuff you paid for and have faith that we're gonna do something that's just as good or better than what's already been released.
But you want us to pre-purchase said content at $100. At $100, right? At $100 for this season, the next season, the season after that, and the season after that. You want to put that much faith in a company for $100 for the entire year.
I wish we had someone to do the edit and just zoom in on our fucking faces when I heard that, because that's
for the entire year, $100. Now you can pay $70 or $60 or whatever it is, but you only get one season. You get the DLC, you get the Witch Queen DLC, but you only get one season, and then you don't get any dungeons with it. You don't get any.
Did they 100% tell you what's in this first wave of DLC?
Nope, not yet. I mean, they're working on it right now. They're like working up to, like, oh, here's what we're.
They're just kind of piecemealing some information.
Yeah, they've been piecemealing it out. I've been paying attention to it, even though I haven't been playing the game. For sure. But they've been piecemealing it out. Like this week, they just put out a TWAB. They were like, oh, there's gonna be like 42 new exotics. There's gonna be a bunch of new weapons and a locale and things going on.
I don't play Destiny 2, but I'm thinking, to me, it feels like if Capcom says, hey, Rick, Street Fighter 6, all the characters you got, we're going to take all the DLC characters and buy some new character passes and try these new characters. Yeah.
That's basically what they're doing. And they're locking dungeons behind paywalls, which is another thing, which is why I said there's a $60 version. There's a $100 version. The only thing that makes sense is to buy the $100 version. It makes no sense to buy the other ones. But this better be your fucking favorite game, and it better be the only fucking game you play for an entire year.
You constantly have to play it just to be
for the entire year, to be up to date with everything with all three characters. You have to play this game nonstop, which is why I quit the game in the fucking first place. I love the game. I think the gunplay is fun. Playing with my friends is fun. But at the same time, is like there's so many other things that are out and about that I can be playing, which if I wasn't wasting my time in the same. Not saying that it's a waste of time to be playing Destiny 2, but it is eating up more of my time than it should, especially since I'm paying this much of a premium to play the content. Does that make sense?
100%, yeah. You did bring this up before, right?
Yeah, I brought it up before.
Okay.
I told you whenever I quit Destiny.
I remember you brought it up, and I guess I was still fuzzy. I don't recall it, but I guess just giving me a refresher now. Just like
I quit Destiny because they were doing all this stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you saying I'm
done.
I remember you said about DLC. I guess about
it's like dating a woman, but she's also dating like 3 other people at the same time. You know what I mean? You don't really want to be there, right? Nah, you want the one. You just that one. I just want this one, right? You don't want fucking 4 other people touching that shit. I just want that one, right? It's like I don't want to pay that much money for what I'm getting, and then paying for it on faith. Like I played the past 4 seasons of Destiny, right? Mm-hmm. I played those. Not all of them were good. This one's been especially long because they were waiting for Witch Queen to come out. So not all of them have been stellar.
Yeah.
So what makes me think that the next 4 are going to be stellar? Why am I going to pay for all 4 up front? Why am I going to pay for all 4 dungeons up front? Why am I going to pay for all 4 raids up front? Whenever you're just going to take them away from me.
No, I feel like for you 100%.
Like you took away the moon, like you took away Mars, like you took away XO, like you took away Venus and Mercury. Like you're just taking shit away from me that I'm already paid for.
Ruben, I feel 100%. I mean, that's how I feel with fighting games. I don't buy character passes anymore unless I know 100% what's coming out. I mean,
and I get that.
Yeah,
this is where I'm at on the Destiny.
I feel for you 100%.
I'm glad Sony's dipping their toe into the acquisitions, but I think what Destiny's doing is wrong. I think that locking content behind paywalls, first of all, like dungeons and stuff like that, that's wrong. Also, taking away content from players that have already purchased said content is also wrong. I just don't think I don't think that's a good business practice, man. Like if 100%. I pay for something, I should fucking have it, right? It should be mine. Like even if you don't add any content into those old areas, I want to go visit the old areas every once in a while. Maybe I want to go.
Run a friend through it.
Run a friend. Oh man, this is what you missed out.
Class or something.
This is what you missed out 2 years ago, bro. Like World of Warcraft never took anything away from you, right? They didn't take areas and zones away. They just added more shit onto it.
If they did, I think is when they introduced Cataclysm. They changed some of the game, but then I think they had WoW Classic, just to help fill that void.
Right, but like
So you had
like
options, I guess?
Lich King and what was the one after
Burning
that?
Crusade?
Burning Crusade.
No, it was Burning Crusade, then Lich King. Yeah.
Burning Crusade, Lich King. I'm just naming
Yeah.
expansions, but Burning Crusade, Lich King,
Cataclysm,
Cataclysm,
Miss Pandaria.
Miss Pandaria. They like you could literally go to anywhere you wanted. They didn't take anything away. It was still that area was that area. If you wanted to go do something in that area, you could still do it. That's my whole point. Is like this game didn't. They're taking things away from you when they shouldn't be taking things away from you.
Especially
They're
after you
taking
paid for it.
weapons away from you that they shouldn't be taking away from you. Okay, we're taking away sunsetting. We're taking away sunsetting weapons and sunsetting armor and all that stuff, and you can keep your armor indefinitely. But we're gonna sunset all this stuff. But we're gonna re-release it after you pay for your expansion. And
Yeah, it's not a good practice. I don't like it.
It's not a good practice.
It's not. And don't get me wrong, there's some franchises I love. Like I said, Street Fighter. I love it. And I bought the first 1, 2, and then after that, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm out. Now it comes to, I'll buy the definitive edition.
Yeah.
To get everything.
And then even then, they're still releasing
And
shit on top.
and they're releasing, season 5.
Yep.
And like I said, I'm not supporting that model. There's one character I like. I bought him with the fight money, and I haven't looked back.
Right.
I'm not missing Oro or Rose or
Fair enough.
or Danny Boy or freaking what's her name? Azuya? The girl from Rival Schools. But yeah, like I'm not missing him. Yeah, I just want to look, and I was able to get it. Yeah, it just sucks. And I think that's gonna be the norm now. Little by little, I think it's just inching.
I'm probably there with you. There with you.
It sucks. But like I said, when I see games like Elden Ring, nice. This is what you got.
Yep.
I mean, even if you look at previous guys, I know I'm riding hard on fucking From Software, but the fact that these games that when they did have DLC, it was content. It was optional if you wanted, and if you did buy it, it was more the same.
Right.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
You weren't. Yeah.
They didn't start off with like, here's a paywall, here's a season pass, here's skins, here's color shaders. It wasn't that. It's like, this is the game. This is the strength of the game. This is why you're playing it.
Right.
That's how good it is.
Right.
How do you fight that? I mean, like really, like they are just paying dividends on how well the game is, and like I love it as a fan. I mean,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But speaking of live service games, there's one that we didn't bring up, which is called Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's right.
That's a live service game.
Right.
It's been a live service game since Xbox 360.
Yeah, they recently have like what heist or some island named.
All
Heist or
kinds of
something like
shit.
that. Yeah.
All kinds of shit.
Yeah.
But Rockstar officially confirms as of today that GTA 6 is in full-on development.
Hype as fuck.
Maybe.
I heard some people saying like they would love to see a Bully.
Bully 2 would be nice.
Yeah,
It
I heard people say a lot they would like to play that. I never played them.
Bully was good.
Yeah, but that's what I heard. I'm like,
Bully was
like,
good.
yeah,
Bully
give
2
peop-
would be nice.
give people something what they want. You
But
know?
GTA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Vice City, and all that shit, those are all great too. So a 6 would be nice to see too. I'd like to see what they do with it. But like, is it gonna have how long was that life cycle though?
PS3 to
PS3, Xbox 360 to PS5, at least 15 years.
I have to check the date. I
When
don't
was
know.
GTA 5?
Chat, look it up, guys. Grand Theft Auto 5 PS3 release date or launch original launch release date.
GTA.
I mean, honestly, on a business perspective side, if they're like, is this making money?
10 years.
Yeah, if this is making money, like, yeah, keep pushing it.
But
Hey, should we work on something else? Like, you know what? Start getting a team together, brainstorm some ideas, and we'll add on to it. But let's keep milking this cow.
it released on September 17th, 2013.
Damn.
And now
And we're in
GTA
2022?
we're in 2022, but GTA 6 hasn't released yet.
For sure.
So we still got another 2 to 3 years at least.
I'd safe bet.
So let's just say 15 years to
Safe bet.
runtime.
Safe bet. I'd say
PS4.
if we get any release date, it'll be I'd say late 2023 or early 2024.
I'd say it'd be E3 next year.
Yeah, just a trailer.
Maybe just a
Not actual
fucking
gameplay.
cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at on that one. But Rockstar has confirmed that GTA 6 is in full development, which means to me that they're going to start scaling back the updates and shit like that on GTA 5 Online, and also Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, which they never really
But they never really
anyway.
got support, did it?
Not
I mean,
really,
it came out. I think they had like one support patch or something like that, or some
they had
content.
a couple, but nothing
Some
crazy.
content, and then it's just
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. I think more people have more fun playing cops and robbers in a modern day setting than it was in the Red Dead Redemption Cowboy era. I don't know. I never.
They
really
just
got into the
never.
games.
They just never
supported. I guess.
supported it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'd like to see a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster on PC or just a PC release in general. That'd be great. But
Just modernize it.
GTA 6 would be cool too. Like, what do they do with it? How do they top their 10-year
Magnus ever.
opus?
Yeah, perfectly said. Well said. Yeah.
How do they top their Magnus opus of GTA 5?
The
How does Bungie top Destiny 2? Right?
Yeah.
How do they do that? You know, because these companies are all about exponential growth, right? They're all about year-over-year growth, and we saw that with Facebook this week. I mean, you saw what happened.
Oh, they're tanking, aren't they?
Tanking,
yeah.
bro. Tanking.
I guess the meta isn't.
Because Apple took away whatever the fuck they took away. People just don't want to fucking use Facebook anymore. Same thing. People don't want to use Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore.
Apple isn't supporting some of their... isn't giving them a platform or something? Or what?
No, they were taking away their ad revenue, basically, because you can, like, deny them, like, giving you targeted ads. Which doesn't really mean shit anyway. Like, you're still getting targeted ads anyway, right? But, like...
That's the biggest revenue, though.
It's
ads,
a
right?
hit, but fucking... If you take a 27% loss, which is what Facebook took, Zuckerberg lost $20 billion, right? $20 billion. Personal wealth. Paper wealth, right? He lost $20 billion personal wealth. He's still the 12th richest person in the fucking world, right? So
he laughs in billionaire.
What'd you lose? What'd you lose?
At that point, when you have that much money, I think it just becomes a status thing.
But also be a better person, though. Like, honestly, be a better person. Like, I get it. He's probably listening right now. His fucking algorithms listening to me through Google or through my PlayStation or my Xbox. Because these things have fucking microphones. My phone's got a microphone. My fucking iPad's got a microphone.
We're just listening for keywords, you know. When
keywords, whatever. But, like, be a better person, though. Don't be a shit person. Don't change people's opinions on things based on what's going to get them riled up, right? Don't listen to what I'm talking about because you want to target an ad to me at the same time. Like, just be what you were at the beginning, because that was good. That's why we came in the first place.
A place to bring people, you know, together that people don't see anymore. Bring them together and communicate. But now it's, hey, we're gonna put you some groups.
You have friends hating friends over nothing. Like, you can't even have a discussion anymore, dude.
Like, if you vote for somebody, you're the bad guy.
Yeah,
and they just make groups and show you just to make you you're a bad person.
You got people yelling out "fuck Joe Biden" or "fuck Trump," and it's like everybody's somewhere in the middle.
Well, I agree 100% what you're saying, but I also believe the loudest voices are also the ones that are extremely at the very ends of the either left or right.
And I agree with that.
You know, those are the loudest ones. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are just in the middle, like, yeah, cool, but it's the louder ones that get the traction, they get the views and stuff like that.
Granted, because like I'm in like the highest tax bracket, so I'm kind of like, fucking Mr. Trump, what's up, bro? Like, come back. But also at the same time, I want people to have like a fair advantage in life. You know, like, not to get but Phoebe, watch out.
It'd be super political.
Yeah, I don't want to get super political on the podcast.
We can.
But like there's a little bit of column A and column B that I like, and that's the whole point. Is like, I think the majority of America isn't in far left or far right wings. They're more in the middle. They're fucking flying this bird. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where most of us are at,
for the most part. Yeah.
And
I think
and if you're gonna argue with somebody based off of their fucking views or over who they voted for, or whether or not they believe in abortion, or whether or not they believe
in the Second Amendment or freedom of speech,
or
wearing a mask, or taking a vaccine,
or any of that shit, or if violent video games produce murderers or serial killers or bad behavior, whatever it is, dude, like, we're all kind of somewhere in the middle. Maybe shitty people are just shitty people, 100%. And maybe good people are good people, but maybe there's also these people in the middle. Like, just because I believe in something like religion or not doesn't make me a bad person or fuck up my moral compass. It just makes me who I am.
You just have a different perspective.
Right? I have a different.
It doesn't make you wrong. It just,
I believe in some fucking guy in the fucking sky with a beard that controls everything, that can shoot lightning down on you at any time. Because let's be real, if he was real, I'd be fucking dead right now. But I'm just saying, like these things, it drives me nuts. Like, how people are so divided, but we're supposed to be the greatest country in America, but we're just so separated over every issue in the fucking
It's
world.
insane. It's
It doesn't
ridiculous.
make any sense that we can't even talk to each other without getting upset. And that's what drives me fucking crazy.
I agree.
By that.
And I think that's what I do like about this podcast. That we get to talk. We have different perspective on things, and it's fine. And
we do.
We could deep into it. That's fine. And
Yeah.
we're still friends.
Yeah.
Best of friends.
I'm still gonna love you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have different views. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
I like it.
But
100%. But you're right. I mean, they have all this. They have all this money. Do something positive. But now it's here's ads. Tell us your information so we could give you more products and.
yeah, I haven't used
ridiculous.
Facebook at all this year. maybe.
Pinche freaking Bezos. I think he's building a yacht so large that he needs in Rottenburg, Holland. He needs them to bring down a historic bridge so his yacht, when it's being created,
Yeah,
go
fuck
through.
yourself.
This yacht is so big it needs smaller yachts to help it navigate.
Yeah.
It's like bro, okay. It's like you talk about how you want to like go to space and you help humanity and doing it like
Help humanity how?
help your employees.
Flint, Michigan still doesn't even have clean water.
Help your employees.
Help employees.
For sure, 100% help your employees. Like I see these Amazon drivers. I'm like, dude, I hear the news. That, I mean, just the way they're being treated. I'm hearing through the news podcast. You know,
Right.
they have to be on time when they're in the warehouse. They have to go back and forth.
People die. They put a fucking blanket over them. They keep working.
They I remember when they had those hurricanes that happened out there in Kentucky back in October. They're just keep working.
Hurricanes in Kentucky.
Not hurricanes. I'm sorry, tornadoes. Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Hurricanes reach all the way up there?
It's global warming doesn't exist. But they happen. Yeah, they're like, we're gonna go home so we could be with our families and get out of work. Like, no, you'll be
Nah,
fired. I'm
you're
like,
gonna keep
wait,
working.
what?
Yeah. No, fuck that.
But here's a yacht. Like,
But he can fly to space.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's just think
It's a
about
problem.
it. Dude.
It's a
Just think
problem.
about it.
guys.
Yeah, that's at that point you have just too much money, bro.
But
Do something good.
on the opposite side of that,
Oh, yeah.
on doing something good with retail space,
Mm-hmm.
limited run games. We
Ah.
know this company. Right?
Yeah.
And did you hear about this?
What are they making?
Limited Run Games is making a physical store, a physical brick and mortar store
What? Where?
in North Carolina, where Chris and Zach live.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her to go in there, buy me some, and just ship it.
It's a 80s themed physical store where they're gonna, have all their releases,
Full retro style, yeah.
retro style coming out. And yeah, man, I saw that and I was like, yo, I would make a trip to North Carolina to go hang out on fucking in Raleigh or wherever. Just go hang out for a little while and visit the store that Limited Run Games has decided they wanted to make, which I'm fucking blown away. Like making a brick and mortar store in this day and age, fucking crazy.
Yeah, there's something about I like having, especially when it comes to my Switch. I love having physical copies of my games.
Hades was one of those.
Yeah,
right? Oh no,
I mean, I love it. I mean, just having anything. Like, if I have the chance to buy digital, I prefer to get a cartridge version of it. Some games I can't. Sometimes they're just digital only. But when I get the option to get a physical release, like, I love it. I just I don't know, something about just holding it and popping in the disc into the Switch. I really like that. Just collecting it.
So they have a couple of games that were announced in 2021.
Okay.
Axiom Verge 2,
Nice.
Blood Rain, Betrayal, Castlevania Requiem, which was Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. I don't know if you missed that one or not.
Did I
but
miss that one?
That one's on PS4, by the way.
It is. But I think
Um,
it's I forgot which port. It's not the it's like a port of a port.
And then there's also just Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Contra Anniversary Edition, Dusk, Ghoul Patrol, Going Under, Haven, Hunt Down, One Step from Eden. There's just so
A
many
whole
games
list,
that they
yeah.
do. There's like Super Hot, which was a digital only game just to begin with. The Takeover, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like these guys put out games, like they work in conjunction with the developers to like release a physical edition of the game, which, well, I mean, they're like cult classics, basically,
Some
right?
indies, cult classics, yeah. Some small things that just get traction, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm all for
That's
limited
dope.
run games, like actually doing the damn thing and like releasing physical versions of these games. That's
I like
amazing.
collector's things. In my heart, I'm still a collector on certain things.
And
Yeah.
I don't own any limited run games, but to be honest, man, I kind of want to start collecting them. Even if I don't play the game, I just kind of want to collect them from limited run because I feel like they do a lot of hard work to get where they're at and to actually be like a thing, right? Because they're fighting against like
the digital storefront.
like the digital storefront. Like
we
oh,
talked about it. There's
like-
times they want to stop supporting the server.
like
well,
I'm looking at a list here of like the games that have already been released, and like now I kind of want to find a copy of Bastion, which was a limited run game, or Bit Trip Runner, which was also another one. Blasphemous, which was one.
yeah. I missed out on that one.
I'm just Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is another. I mean, I'm just looking through. Celeste is another one. That's a great fucking game.
It's a hard game.
So good, dude.
I'll 100% say that is a hard game. That one,
I beat it.
I never beat it, but that one humbled the shit out of me. You want to be freaking? You think you're dexterous with your fingers? That game will check it for you. 100%.
Divinity Original Sin 2 on the Switch. That's such a good one. I mean, these games here that they Firewatch. I mean, these guys, they put out
There's some gems in there for sure.
Bangers, dude.
There's some gems in
and
there
I'm
for
glad, and I'm glad they're getting a
brick and mortar
store in North Carolina. I hope it doesn't go. I hope they don't spread themselves too thin. I hope they kind of just stay there and just kind of build up on that, and like people flock from other places to go see this store, because like comic book stores are like 1 in a million, right? But if you had like one that was like, oh well, we were the company releasing digital comics as like physical media, come check us out or whatever. Like Kevin Smith's comic book store, like he still
you want it to be something one of a kind, not a chain,
right?
So you don't want it to be some soulless conglomerate,
right? You want to be something somewhere where like people will travel to go see what it is,
something worth checking out,
right? Like Rogan's podcast with the restaurant tour that he had a couple weeks ago, where they opened up Sushi ATX or whatever. Did you hear that one at all? You didn't hear that one?
Wait, with the restaurateur guy?
He's a restaurateur.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, well, we were in LA.
He got like a
sushi
mission,
bar.
Yeah, he got a Michelin star for one of his restaurants.
Right, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, we just opened up sushi bar in ATX, and then I sold it, and now I'm gonna open up something somewhere else with this ranch."
That podcast made me so hungry.
Oh, bro, it was so dope listening to him. I was like,
I was so hungry.
But like stuff like that, like it was like, yeah, we're gonna open up a brick and mortar somewhere. Like, they open it up, and they're one of a kind. And that's what they were talking about with the Michelin stars. Like, you will travel wherever you're at. You better fucking get there and get there somehow. It doesn't matter how much it costs.
Yeah, you're on a road trip. You stop here.
You stop there. Yeah, and that's what I like to see. I like to see those Michelin stars, and I think this limited run games will be like a Michelin star of North Carolina.
Hopefully, yeah. Like I said, I mean, there's so many times where like. Me and Mikkel will go into Baytown downtown, downtown, it's the town square, and just look around and see what we could buy. If we could buy something from mom and pop store, local store,
for sure.
Try to support it. I mean, no, yes, we do have Amazon. It just makes it so convenient. Sometimes you can find it, but if you go support a small business,
why not?
Why not? Yeah,
buy local when you can, boys.
Yeah. Like I mean, when I get some CBD products, I mean, I prefer to go to a local store that I know and get information, and just take it from there, because
as long as it's real.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Yeah, research, because CBD is so unregulated. I think it's unregulated. So I mean,
kind of. Yeah.
Broadband, spectrum band, THC, how much percentage? HTC. It just you have to look it up. I mean, and there's so many places. It could just be fucking snake oil.
That's what. It could be snake oil.
It could be snake oil, literally. So yeah.
And the last thing I got for today is EA, Electronic Arts, and Team 17 both decided to back off of NFTs this week.
Team 17, that's the one that
they're Worms.
They're a developer? The publisher.
No, they're a developer and publisher.
Okay, yeah, because I think Game Kitchen is who developed Blasphemous, and I think it was Studio 17 that published it. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
They did
or at least help.
Hell Let Loose, Overcooked.
Yeah.
Blasphemous.
Who did Blasphemous?
Golf with Friends. Team 17.
Team 17. Publisher. Okay. Team 17. Okay.
But they were trying to like get into the NFT market. Same thing with EA, and like with all the backlash. First of all, EA shouldn't be getting into anything until they fix Battlefield.
I heard it got like negative. Like I think they had their.
They had to update the
quarterly reviews or something like that, and they said it was.
They can't even add a scoreboard into the game. That update got delayed for another 2 months. you can't even add a scoreboard into your in game. You don't need to be adding NFTs into your game. How about that?
I 100% feel for everybody that bought that game and was disappointed. I feel for you. It sucks. I mean, I'm not here to punch down on anybody, but man, that is just it stinks that happens. You know, you have so much expectations for a franchise that you love, that you really enjoy, and then this happens. It's just, I mean, just for, I don't know. Maybe some people have okay experiences and they're enjoying it and have no problem with it, and there could be some people who just don't like it and are just plagued with problems. And it's unfortunate that that's still going on with a quadruple A studio. I mean,
yeah. So Team 17 actually released like a worm, like NFT scam. They're like, oh, we're just gonna cut this loose. Yeah. So like they needed to ditch that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these companies, like these two big companies, are ditching the NFT market, which is I'm perfectly fine with. Like I don't think NFTs are where they need to be for them to be implemented into video games yet. And I've been saying that for a while now. Like I do think that it is part of the future, but I don't think it's the future quite yet. Like VR or fucking 3D televisions or smell-o-vision or AR or whatever it is that you want to fucking gimmick that you want to throw in there. You know what I mean? Like it's
100.
not ready.
Yeah.
It's not ready. Don't put it in until it's fucking ready. And that's where I'm at with all these new gimmicks. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this controller. I think it's a great controller. Right? Do I think that it changes all controllers for forever? By the way, if you guys can't see, I'm talking about the DualShock, or not the DualShock, DualSense 5 here.
Yeah.
I think it's a great controller, but did it change the way that I play video games? No. Is it more comfortable than the DualShock 4? Yes, it is. But it didn't. Oh, I can feel when fucking
I can feel the bow tension.
Lara Croft is walking.
The bow tension when you're doing on Horizon Forbidden West.
It's fucking annoying. Just turn that shit off. Just give me the fucking trigger so I can pull that shit. I don't want trigger tension when I'm playing Call of Duty, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, some of these things aren't ready for what we're ready for, right? We're ready for better games. We're ready for
better game business practices with games.
Better business practices in general. And these business practices that they're doing with NFTs or loot boxes or day one DLCs, like, we've always fought back against this. We need to keep pushing back against these NFTs. It may be the future, but they need to get it right before it becomes the future, is what I believe.
No, I piggyback off of that. You know, I didn't have much of an opinion on NFTs because I don't know what angle they were coming in. But in my opinion, I think I've said this before on my streams before, or I probably said this on the podcast before, but I think the strengths of the NFTs are going to be with the blockchain technology. And it's not going to be, and I honestly do believe right now, in my opinion, in heart of hearts, these NFTs are just a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yep. And
companies are getting on that. And I mean, I think I saw somewhere was tweeting out that Nintendo had a statement on it, and I think they're kind of on board. But like I said, it was just a translation and it was just a tweet, so it's not 100%, guys. Take it with a grain of salt. But I think Nintendo might be on board. We've heard the Square Enix is on board. I think Ubisoft is on board, and we just don't understand.
Oh yeah,
remember that? Yeah. So I mean, there's
gamers are too stupid to know.
Yeah. So, I mean, so there are some companies that really want to, for lack of better words, really dive deep into this and get some money while they can, while it's still hot. I mean, I don't see the allure of it, you know, and because honestly, if you're I would want someone who's a listener and if you're listening right now, and if you're anti NFTs but you're pro loot boxes and skins and stuff like that, microtransactions, tell me what the difference is, please.
Everybody can get the same thing,
and I am 100%. And you're right, everybody gets the same thing.
Everybody, if a loot box, everybody can get.
It has a chance.
It has a chance, but if I buy a skin with money that I earn in game with fight money, right? If Luke was an NFT and only one person could own Luke, how would fighting games feel to you? If Akuma was an NFT and only one person, whoever had the most money, could pay for Akuma.
Well, on a casual playthrough, I don't know how.
Yeah,
that
but
work out.
if every fighting game character for a fighting
Well,
game,
you wouldn't be able to play the games then.
okay,
'Cause
well they release
there'll be a ban list.
they're gonna release 4 characters. But yeah, how would tournaments work? Right? Like, how would these things work? Like, only one person can own that digital character forever until they sell it off. Like, oh, I won all these tournaments in Street Fighter 6 and I'm Diego and I'm gonna sell this character to somebody else who can finally learn.
I don't think it'll work that. It won't work that way.
But that's what NFTs are. Non-fungible tokens means I own that character.
The skin, though, right?
Nope. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Digital.
It could be anything. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna implement it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
true.
like I could own this forever. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Skins is a different thing. Skins is like, oh, I own this color scheme.
Okay, you know what? That's a good point. I'll take it back.
But that's like the worst that it could be. It's like, oh, I own. Oh, we're playing Modern Warfare, and you're still playing with a 1911. Well, I got this.
I got that 1911 with the rainbow skin.
I've got this Kimber 1911 with the Crimson Trace sight and whatever the fuck ever. It's way better than your gun. Check it out, dude. Check it out sometime. And I'm way more accurate because I got the Crimson Trace. I could hip fire
better. Yeah.
I could hip fire with it better.
Yeah. And
yours is shiny. It's like chrome. That's weird. Mine's black and you can't really see it glistening off the sunlight so well with all these graphics we got going on. It's so weird that I could just.
Well, that'll go back into like kind of like the Counter-Strike, right? When the skins were and accounts were being sold because they had access to these skins,
or like they were gambling with the skins and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the thing with those skins is like everybody had a chance to get them, but not everybody got them.
That's true. Well, I guess you're right. I'll retract my statement. But I, in my mind's eye, I don't see much of a difference between NFTs and microtransactions and loot boxes. I mean, and of course, 100% upfront, full stop disclaimer. I don't like loot boxes. I never got into them. I don't like the
I don't like the one the one on top.
I think FOMO is a fucking strategy, a predatory practice. Fear of missing out. Get this Chinese New Year skin.
Fair enough. But I don't
it's only limited time.
But I don't like the fact that like, oh, well, you want to bid on this brand new character that we got coming out?
Yeah, you're right.
Or this gun or this map.
You're right. We don't know how the NFT will be implemented, but I wouldn't be surprised if something along that way comes for just certain.
Now, if it's implemented in the way that like, oh, I own this map. This new map that comes out, like I purchased this NFT whenever it came out. Let's say I paid a couple $1 million for it, right? I paid $6 million for this new NFT of a map that's coming out on Fortnite. But you can't play on that map unless I get paid every time you play on it.
Unless you want to join my server and there's
and you gotta watch my ads.
There's an entrance fee to play.
You gotta watch my ads and watch my stream or whatever.
Yeah.
That's different. Like these things could work out in so many different ways. You know what I mean? Like it isn't all just spelled out for us.
For sure. Yeah. It's unknown. It's unknown territory.
It's all unknown. And we've talked about it for months and we're going to keep talking about it for months. But, I'm glad that companies are walking away from it basically. Yeah. Like I'm glad they're kind of just like, well, maybe we're not
putting out. Yeah. But they're putting out their statement. They're drawing the line in the sand and saying, hey, we're not part of this. More power to them for sure.
Yeah. More power to them. Yeah. I hope that more companies take this stance. I hope they take a step back from these new technologies because let's be real, not all these new technologies are
meant to go hand in hand with gaming. Maybe
not only that, but like meant to be just out in the world in general. Like NFTs need to be out there, but do they need to be out there for gaming? Do they need to be out there for movies? Do they need to be out there for pictures or digital art or
for your meta space when you get your
like even with the digital art space, like, oh, you mean I could just press F12 and I have a picture of the picture that I'm not supposed to have a picture of? Like, yeah, you own it, but I can still see it.
Well, unless it goes to that to me is when you start going to the whole copyright infringement.
Is it copyright infringement?
I think so. Well, it's like if we play Drake's song on our stream right now.
But time out. If you own a Lion Soul T-shirt, right? You bought that from Lion Soul. Yeah. You own that shirt NFT, that shirt, right? I can look at your shirt all day, every day if I want to. Like if you're wearing it, I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, right. But what's stopping me from looking at it?
But I think it runs hand in hand. Like if you're playing like a song, it's not yours. You don't own it, and you get hit with these DMCA's.
Okay,
it's kind of like
just won't play it on stream.
You can play on stream. You have to keep it, private or offline.
But if I'm paying for the service and I'm in my own car, and I have 6 people in my car, why are they?
You can enjoy it.
Yeah, they
Go
can
listen.
enjoy it, but what's the difference between 6 people in my car enjoying the song
And
as
60,
compared
60 people in your stream, I don't
or
know.
6 people on my stream?
Or 6 people in your stream, I don't know. I
What's
don't
the
know. I don't know how that
difference?
works. There has to be some. It comes with royalties.
If I take a boombox outside,
Bro.
plug it up, and I fucking turn on my iPod full blast so the whole neighbor could hear.
Or you play a video game and they have music that's licensed to them, and then you stream it, and then you get hit with the DMCA. I'm not saying it's right.
That's what I'm
but that's
saying.
how it works.
Like,
It does.
it's nothing different. Like if I take a projector out to downtown, or if I take over the Astro Stadium fucking big screen during fucking the game, and I start playing Smash Brothers, is that
Unless the video says there's no distribution without
how
consent.
is that? I'm playing the game.
I don't know.
I'm playing the game.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Where I
I'm
was
not an
allowed,
attorney.
where I was allowed to plug
but
into.
I do know for sure that if we play someone else's music on our podcast right now, Twitch will be like, no.
Start playing.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Twitch will be like, no.
Twitch will be no. I don't know how
Everybody's
YouTube
like,
will be. I don't know how YouTube will be on that part either.
YouTube's probably about the same.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works. I'm just saying that's what I've gathered, and I think that's how it'd be like right click. Like if we get something that's an NFT image, let's just say an image of the Truly logo, and we put it as our starting screen, and if Truly says, hey, we don't want you to use our image. We own that image.
Okay, you sold it to the vendor who sold it to
But
me.
but if it's an NFT, if it's that property, it's basically treating the image like an audio file, like a song.
See, that's the whole point where I don't get it.
I think that's the way it'll be worked.
I understand where you're coming
Yeah.
from. I definitely understand where you're coming from, but that's the part that doesn't make sense to me. Because like that image right there that your wife made, is a copywritten image. She was able to make that. It's hanging on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's stopping me from hanging that up on my wall.
No.
That's original art by the Cat Mechanic, which is original
plug.
art by.
Nice plug.
Yeah, you're welcome. Which is also
She's
original art by whoever the original artist is for Knuckles, right? But I have it hanging on my fucking wall.
Yeah.
Who's stopping me from doing that?
Nah.
Sega's not gonna knock down my door.
They won't. But I've heard Disney does that. They'll go to cons. You're selling images that's our liking. We'll bring it down. Remember, making
They
money
took down
off
the
of
music this week too.
if you're making money off of their product. I've heard stories of that.
No,
that
this
before.
week you didn't hear about this?
Go, dime.
They did DMCA strikes of YouTube and Twitch about all the music that was using like Nintendo music.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Let me look up the
Look
actual
it up.
story,
Look it
'cause
up.
I didn't actually put this on my notes. So.
That's a good one. No, Mikkel was telling me there was a YouTuber who like reviews mangas, and he got hit with a whole bunch of Japanese manga artists with cease and desist, and like accounts against his YouTube. Like it was YouTube Japan, and he was American, and he was like, oh what?
This was 2 days ago.
Okay.
Nintendo Music YouTuber who received 4,000 copyright strikes.
That's past
closing
3.
their channel. This was also 2 days ago. Nintendo brings down YouTuber with thousands of copyright strikes. Nintendo has removed thousands of music tracks from their YouTube in recent weeks. 1,300 copyright blocks.
Nintendo will do that. Nintendo's one of the companies that will come down. They'll bring the hammer on you. We've seen it before with the.
But I paid for the game. I own the game, right? I have a physical copy.
Yes, you do.
Of the game.
Yes, you do.
That means I own. If I buy a house, if I bought this house, and there was a safe right where you were sitting in the ground, and I opened the safe and there's $1 million in that safe, do I own that $1 million? Yeah. Is that $1 million mine?
I would say so.
What's the difference?
Of what? You own the game?
Yeah. If I own the game and everything in it.
No one's saying you don't own the game. You own the game what's in it.
Yeah. If I own the game and everything that's in it, what's stopping me from sharing it with other people or playing it?
You can share with your friends for sure.
Well, I have 14 million friends that watch my YouTube or watch my.
Okay. Now is where the attorneys come in. This is where the attorneys comes in. Did you agree to the user ULA? On Twitch?
Yeah.
You went through with the fine comb and read everything? What it says?
Sure. But what I'm saying is if I invite you over, if I buy the UFC pay-per-view, I spend $70.
Yeah.
Unauthorized distribution, whatever the fuck. Right? And I invite 100 people over and we all watch this fight. only one person paid for that fight.
Yeah.
Right? Who's stopping me from doing any of these other things?
Unless Dana White has enough time on his hand to come over and be like, "Hey, break this shit up, boys."
But why?
But even then, it's
why
like your
would he
house. Get
though?
the fuck out. Yeah.
He got 100. He got 100 people watching the fights, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if I buy a house from somebody,
Yeah.
and they left $1 million in a safe because they passed away,
or they leave the Superman #1 comic in the walls,
whatever
and
it is, and I find it, and is it mine or is it not?
You shut the fuck up. You find it. You get an attorney.
Is it mine or is it not?
You get an attorney, preferably with the name Steen or Berg in his last name.
Stein or Berg
in his last name.
Gold.
Yeah, and then you take it from there. That's my legal advice.
But that's what I'm saying is like, at what point does somebody own something, and what point does somebody not own something?
And that's true. Like I said, it goes back to the conversation we had when I got Fallen Order with the Origin. Origin says you can play the game, but you have to have this application to play it, and we're just licensing it out to you, and we could take it back anytime. So yeah, it is what it is. This is that creep towards the digital age where you're slowly not owning
Don't
something.
forget that Xbox tried to do this creep to the digital age back on the 360.
Was it?
No, it was the Xbox One.
What happened?
You remember they were like, oh, once you put the game in your console, that's it. And remember, like, PS4 made that joke. That's why we all went PS4. It's like, oh, you want to share games with PS4? Hey, man. Here.
But it was them.
Here's my game. You want to borrow my game?
Yeah.
And they did that joke,
it.
right? Remember that?
But what was the context? Was it? It was Xbox One.
It was like
share?
once it was on your console, that was it.
I think it was something like that.
And it was gonna ruin the GameStop market. It was gonna ruin.
That's right.
You remember that?
I thought it was gonna be like digital only.
No, it wasn't gonna be digital only. Like once you bought the disc, and once you put the disc in your console, that was it. It was registered to you and you alone, and that was it.
Well, I remember when 360 they're trying to bundle it with the fucking Kinects, and you have to. If you wanted 360 near the end of the cycle, it's bundled with the Kinect. Like, I don't want this shitty camera. You have to buy it with. Like, what?
God damn it!
What?
Yeah, but that's completely different from what we're talking about right now. It's like you couldn't share games at some point. Like, I can still share my PlayStation library with you. I can still share my Steam library with you if I want to, right? Like, if I want to, you can be connected to my Steam library. Like, oh, let me check out Elden Ring on PC.
That's how me and Mikkel have it. We just share each other's.
Share the libraries, right? That's fine. There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
But at what point does it become? Does it become like? Oh, there's too many people watching this. Is not safe for our. We're not making money on these people watching you play our game.
Yeah, and like I said, there are some companies that will come down with the
Nintendo's
cease
one
and
of them.
desist the hammer. Yeah, Nintendo. I've heard Disney has done that before.
Yeah.
I mean, it like I said, I don't want to be like freaking the boy that cries wolf or Paul Revere, but it's like Paul Revere warned everybody, but it's like there's a change. It's getting that creep where it's like. I mean, even look at the consoles. You have an option to get a digital-only Xbox or PlayStation.
But I think that's fine.
This is the point. It is now, but that's the power creep. It starts with they're digital-only, and then who's to say the next generation? Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question? You see a disc tray on my PC right there?
No.
All right. That's what I was saying.
But you're right though. That's Steam though. I mean, Steam is big, but who's to say one day, someone bigger comes along? We're changing.
And I agree with that. And
100%.
I agree with you.
100%,
I agree with you
100%.
Yeah. But there's no
and you're right.
That's a digital only console.
For sure.
PC, right?
For
there,
sure.
Whatever.
And right. And there's nothing that Steam has that will monopolize in the gaming. I mean, that's why, Xbox or that's why Microsoft has their developers. That's why I said when they came to purchase Activision Blizzard, where the antitrust funds and the what was the other branch of the government that looks into it, well, they could have came in and break up the deal if it was seen as a monopoly.
No, it hasn't gone through.
It hasn't gone through yet. You're right. It hasn't gone through yet. But that's still up in the air. And same with Sony. I mean, they have their own exclusives that even if they start going digital only, they're fine. But that's the power creep, little by little.
Right. It's always a little by little.
It is.
It's always a little by little. But I mean, to be honest, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with certain things.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Just don't be that person that says, "Oh, I have a Syrian," or one of the boss that listens. It's like, that's okay because I don't do anything wrong. Fuck, that's the worst attitude to have.
No, I like that thing. I like that thing. I like that, and I like the one sitting next to my bed. Not that I don't do anything wrong. Yeah, listen to me having sex, Google. I don't give a fuck.
Just to give me ads.
Listen to me take a shower. I don't give a shit. Like, whatever you want to listen to, bro. But make sure you are able to set my fucking thermostat to where I needed to set to. Make sure you set my alarms
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
where I need you to set me to.
Don't be okay with it. Don't be okay with that.
Set me with all that shit. Make my life a little bit easier.
Don't be okay with
and
that.
I will give you a little bit of my freedom.
Don't be okay with that. Don't give up security. Don't give up liberty for security.
I'm not gonna go shoot somebody. I'm not gonna go kill somebody in my house.
Did you hear about some of these suicide crisis hotlines? They now collecting the data on people.
Good fucking wackos. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around, dude. I don't know. I did not hear about that.
Yeah, they're
Sounds
starting to collect the
terrible.
data so I could start. And the I think it was a CEO.
But those
one of the
people
crisis
need to be
lines.
helped though.
They do get help, but the fact that they're grabbing their darkest, deepest, worst thoughts, and they're turning it into data to sell you things. I'm like, I mean, come on, something's being crossed here, right? I mean, this is going from gray into dark gray into even shades of black.
Okay.
I mean, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm not the only one believing.
No,
this
yeah,
is?
that sounds right. Sounds right. I don't know the story, so I can't 100% commit to it.
Yeah. By the way, I heard it on Crystal Saga Breaking Points. It's insane. I thought I think it was Crystal's monologue, but yeah.
But I mean,
Check
your
it out.
phone's listening to you at all times. You're fucking everywhere around you, being watched at all times. Like it's real. It
is. I mean, how many times? I mean, I'm guilty of this. Do you read all the ULAs on when it comes to a product?
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of paragraphs. And they'll throw in that one sentence. Boom! In the paragraph number 5, section 2, we reserve the right to keep all your data. And there's just one little line. Boop, throw it in there.
You can't say no. Because then
And
you can't use that
have the
service.
product.
You can't have that product.
Like I said, I know it sucks. It sucks. Like I'm not trying to be, freaking, Captain Hero and Drawn Together. I'm not trying to be
Captain Hero.
You know, talking about you've seen Drawn Together. I'm not trying to be the upstanding citizen and be like, yeah, I'm virtuous. No. I'm guilty of it too. But it just makes it. They make it just so more difficult to try to pull away from that. They're just integrate it, just little steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got for this week, man.
We went around that one.
Yeah, we're like 2
I felt
hours
good.
in.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about NFTs.
Where can we find you, Rick?
You can catch me at OS_Rick, this little tag down here, hanging out. I'm going back to streaming some Jedi Fallen Order for sure. Going to be playing more of that game. It's a fun exploration. I like it. I'm having a good time with it.
It's a good time.
Yeah. And then for sure we'll be diving into some Elden Ring when that comes out. But we still got like a month away from that, or the end of this month for that. So catch me there, guys. Of course Twitter, but Twitter I use it just to bullshit.
Talk
shit, because it's not real. And if you guys have a different opinion, I'll have no problem having a conversation if you want to keep it civil. But if you want to go in here, delete. I'll just give me the death note. Delete.
Come on.
Easy. That one session.
As always, guys.
Catch me there, guys.
As always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_onslaught. If you want to hit up the podcast, it's optionselectpodcast@gmail.com or optionselectpod on all things social media. This is Phoebe. She doesn't have a fucking Instagram yet, but look at this fucking dope ass corduroy sweater I bought her, dog.
Give her an Instagram. Jack has one.
She's looking fucking mad nice. I got her a weatherproof jacket this week too.
You ever get those thunder jackets? Is she scared of thunder?
No.
Sombra is.
I mean, she's scared of thunder, but it doesn't help.
Mm.
Even if she has like a jacket on or anything like that. As always, guys, we love and appreciate every single one of you. If you can hit that like, subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars, or thumbs up,
follows.
or the follows, or whatever it is, we will greatly appreciate all of us. All of it. That's how people find this podcast. So yeah, just do all that stuff for us. We're not printing no ads. We're not stopping the podcast mid rant on NFTs. We're not
Like
trying
I like Fire the Kid, but they have rants in the their ads in the middle. Like
we're not trying to sell you shit we don't believe in. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's just us. This is who we are, and you get 100% of that.
the mics just happen to be here.
Regardless of whether we got sponsored by fucking Meatbox or whatever the fuck it is this week. We're here week in, week out, no matter what, because we love to do this shit, and we're gonna continue to do it for as long as we can.
So hopefully we'll get some guests. Go back to guests. I want to bring Jacko eventually.
Yeah, I want to get
and then
Jacko
get
on
House
here.
back on here. I had such a good time.
I miss
talking about House
so much.
Talking fighting games like
I miss Steven. To be honest,
you
man,
can get Steven whenever.
I miss everybody always.
For
dude.
sure. Like I'll send out throw out lines for Saturday night. Hey, what's everybody doing? Not a goddamn response. I'm like, okay. If one day I stop trying, it's because
no. What you got to do is, I'm having a get together at my house on Saturday. Show up.
You gotta take an ish. Yeah, I gotta take an ish.
You gotta just be. I'm gonna have a get together on Saturday night.
Be here.
Everybody be here.
Yeah.
And then I will be there.
That's true.
I like. You know what? I'll be there.
Yeah. No.
But if you're like, when's everybody available? Hey, buddy, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Let me tell you. Everybody's available always.
They don't want to take the initiative.
What do we got going on?
Nothing. Fight night. Fight night.
Next week.
Let's bring that back.
Next week.
Bring
Saturday.
back fight night.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Next week. Saturday.
Who's responsible for your health?
Huh? Me.
Exactly. That's what I want to tell you guys. Y'all are responsible for your health. Eat right. Exercise. Take your vitamins. Get outdoors, man. 100%. I mean, I'm not trying to preach to y'all, but you're responsible.
Yeah. For sure. And we love and appreciate every single one of you guys. And we will definitely see you guys next week at Rick's house when we do episode 143 over whatever the fuck happens this weekend.
NFTs.
Video game news.
Yes.
NFTs yet again. Peace out, guys. We love you. Peace.